Hi.
Hello.
Oh no. Yeah. Hello, my name is Benny Lara. Um, Tonight I'll be playing as Catalina. Um, my halfling. Um, what was the name of the classic? There it is. It's finally loaded. Vigilante. um, I go by they, she pronouns. Catalina goes by she, her pronouns for now. You may find me on Twitch, Twitter, Blue Sky, and pretty much everywhere as Benitlara. Um, and another username I won't tell.
Sure thing. Hi, I am Sage the Softcubus. You can find me at the Twitch of the same name. And you also saw me here on this Twitch running the previous campaign, The Empire of Blood, which we will eventually return to with a couple of tweaks here and there, but it will be fun. And I'm so excited for it. And I am playing Helena Anna Kushiel. She is a Blood Rager Slayer Azamar, hailing from Notaire Lumiere. Uh, and she's been having a time. Things have not been going super well for Anna. She's she's had a lot of revelations that do not make her happy lately. Yeah, I got the feeling. Yeah, I got that vibe.
Hi, I'm Jester or Voy, you can call me either or. The other day when we were doing a stream, I almost gave the forbidden pronoun that starts with an S. Uh, but I go by he, him, or it doesn't matter to me, whichever one you use. I am playing Soul, a war priest, a human war priest. I'm just a little guy, guys. Literally at 5'4". I'm a little guy who's very normal.
Hi, I am Miss Huffy, and I'll be playing Lorelei the Kobold today. We both use she, her pronouns, and you can find me at twitch.tv/Miss Huffy.
I could give it a shot. Uh, God, that sounds fun. Last we left off, so I remember we were trying to figure out if we were gonna go see the mayor first or the Thane. Our decision was made for us. So we went and. Well, let me think. No. Sorry, I'm reading.
There's not
words.
a single railroad in this world.
I'm reading words and trying to think. It's very hard. So we talked to the Thane, told them everything about the manor we were in, with how technically. Did we kill a member of the 10? Council of 10? Or get, like, something? Yeah, we'll go with that one.
The vampire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Then we were, I think, given a quest to go check out a place, welfare check on a place. Yeah. Yeah, the village plenty with. Yeah. Yeah, the king was also there. Sorry, I promise. The king is also there. I think was having a very loud discussion with the Thane before we came in, or like some very serious discussion. I can't remember. Yeah, it was something like that. But yeah, we talked about all the information we had. I think the theory as to why some people remember the old Thane that no one else remembers, most people don't, which is some linked to death, in some manner. Will you die, or did someone around you die? Up for interpretation, I think. I think it was a lot of roleplay. It was a lot of roleplay. We were given the quest. We got paid for the one that we already did. Anna didn't take the money, I think, or tried to not take the money, because already was working there anyway. The king specifically kept asking about me until I fucking, went, no, yeah, she's right here, she's fine. Thanks for asking. And I took a lot of family-related stress. Stress is all over the place. There was a lot of conversation in the throne room, and then preparing to leave. We got some items of praise before we left. At Garfield, the Deals Warlock was also there. It's very fun. I love Garfield the Deals Warlock. Big #1 fan, to be honest. It was great. And then we traveled, rolled encounters, and was almost mugged. I was told to stay in the cart, but then I just outed us as having a lot of money to this guy who just wanted our money. I think at one point I was like, how much money would you need to, like, just feed your guys? And the one piece is like 3,000 gold pieces, or whatever, like silver, whatever, 3,000 money pieces. And he already gold? Okay. So I know some places gold isn't as common. And then we, like, looted the house after we killed him and got his polar bears. And turned out he already had the money. He's just an asshole. Other than that, just a lot of roleplay and then travel, I do believe. Sure.
I do not hear you.
Oof.
I had to deafen you in here to make sure.
So, chat, you couldn't hear the half of that exchange, but Belle's audio is not coming through, so she is troubleshooting that real quick.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
I can see my voice, the little bar over my voice, so I'm assuming.
Yes, we
you
can.
guys-
Yes,
okay,
we can.
cool. Dope. Wonderful. Hi, everybody. Sorry about all of the scuff this evening.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Yeah.
you guys for being patient with me.
It's your proximity to me. I'm so sorry.
No, it's been that kind of week.
Oh, fair enough.
So, essentially tonight, you guys, I'm not gonna make you roll more random encounters because, I kind of want to expedite getting you guys to Honeywood, because I'm super excited for this quest. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have each of you that are kind of still at the table, because I know Venny is on a BRB, I do believe, still. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have each of you kind of tell me what your character does first thing in the morning after kind of having rested, and then I will go ahead and describe the scene when you guys arrive at Honeywood. So we're gonna start with Enna. What do you do first thing in the morning, and how early do you think you get up for your next day of travel?
Anna makes a point to try to get up way before everybody else in the group does. Like, we're talking like 4:30, 5 a.m.
Okay.
Like, ass crack of dawn.
So pre-sunrise, because sunrise in this world is 7 a.m.
And Anna secludes herself from the group.
Okay.
Heads like maybe like 5 or 6 yards away from the tents.
Well, you are in a small house. That was
Oh,
the
no,
thing.
oh,
That was
that's
the
right,
other
that's
thing,
right.
is that you had a
Yes.
small house that you could. So if you want to just
then-
exit and kind of go off.
Yeah,
'Cause
I'll
me
just
put
exit
you-
the house.
Let
Yeah.
me put you on the map where you guys are. That way you can.
That would be
see-
lovely. I
That way you can
appreciate
see
that.
where
I
you
forgot we
are.
slept in the ogre's house.
Yeah. So the ogre stole a small cottage that probably did not belong to him via the size. Noticing the size, but there is also like wooded area around the house if you wanted to kind of like hide yourself from the others for the moment.
Yeah, so we're gonna do like just barely at the edge of the tree line here.
Okay.
Anna has left her armor in her room, as well as her weapons. She is in just her small clothes. Aside from an object held in her hand,
Okay.
a leather cord with 9 lashes. And she kneels down, grabs the back of her shirt and lifts it up, exposing the skin on her back.
Mhm.
Takes a shaky breath, and will perform her sacrament to the Lady of Laces.
Fantastic. So what I want you to do is, while you're doing that, roll me a religion check. Please and thank you. Knowledge religion.
Thank you much. Da-da-da-da. Let's see here. Okay. Mhm. Knowledge religion. That is a +5.
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
so 13.
So as you take, you count your lashes out, because you're supposed to take 11 specifically in the morning and 11 at night. It's kind of the principle of balance that you were given. You feel a presence in the woods, kind of almost beckoning you further in. And you don't feel that this is a presence that would be a danger to you. However, while everyone else in your life calls you Enna, including your mother, there is one person in your life that calls you Helena, and that is your sire, and that is the name you hear coming from the woods.
Okay. I will. Okay, hold on. I gotta find the feature. Let's see. Oh no, I don't have it on a. That's regular Azamar. Okay. So yeah. Anna will stand up. I imagine she carries with her a little kit of bandages.
Yeah,
and-
it's the standard, like, for your order, where you have a thing that will help heal you. It's and you have antiseptic and certain other things that'll allow you to my bad, I gotta silence my phone.
No worries.
That's how it's awesome.
So you get this you have this this little kit that I can give that actually was given to you by your sire specifically because she makes an antiseptic that works better on Aasimar.
Yes.
And
So our
so
blood is funky.
yeah. So for you, healing comes harder than most people. And so she made a little specific kit for you to take with you in case she couldn't be there. Because normally when you would do your sacrament, she would be there to heal you herself. Because that's kind of what little affection you did get from your family growing up, that was one of those things. That was one of those, like, your sire made damn sure that no one else touched you as far as healing went. It was just her.
Yes. All right. So yeah, do myself up with the bandages. Take a very shaky attempt at standing up, falter, and then stand up properly the second time. Pull my shirt back down, and walk inside, or like walk into the woods.
Okay. So what two things. Remind me of your sire's name, because I forgot.
I don't think Helena
she has a
knows
title.
her
She has a
actual.
title.
Yes,
That's the
the
title.
title
That's what I
is
need.
the Weeping Crusader.
Yeah. So I need you to make me a perception check as you walk into the woods.
Yes.
Yeah,
30.
so there are clear signs. So your sire wields a bastard sword, but her bastard sword is serrated so that when she cuts people with it, they bleed, like real heavy bleeding. What you'll notice around you is there is blood on the ground, and a lot of it. And soon you come to a clearing where she is just sitting, sharpening her sword. This is not an aspect. She is here in person.
Immediately.
Notable thing, she does not leave the island.
I know. So drop to a knee in reverence. And we'll say, my sire, what brings you so far away?
She will lift her gaze from the blade to you, and then back to the blade, and then beckon you closer.
I approach.
She will kind of gently take out a small letter and kind of open it, and then you see her kind of wave a hand over it and cast the spell Magic Mouth. Because
she cannot speak.
Yeah, because she cannot speak. And this is very few times anyone hears her words. But when she leaves the island, she actually uses her voice through the Magic Mouth spell, and the letter will kind of flutter up and begin to speak and go, "So I hear that you are working for the High King."
Yes, that is a very recent development.
Yes, I have spies in places where I can keep an eye on you specifically. If your mother knew I was here, she would be furious. But I will not keep you long. But I wanted to let you know that should you need my assistance, you need but say my title aloud, and I will be there. Maybe not physically, but I will be there. and your enemies will bleed.
My sire, is the path I walk truly of such great importance?
I believe so. I believe that it is. I think that whatever you are doing and whatever you are uncovering is going to shake the world itself. I have been informed by greater power than myself that there will be a reckoning to come and an age of dragons before this is over. You have set into motion, you and your companions, events that cannot be stopped. Events that are hundreds of years in the making. Events that I never thought would come to pass. I am heading north to Larimar Keep to see an old friend. The mistress of the keep there is a vampire. She will help me, hopefully, to restore Isadora to her proper station and glory. I would thank you greatly for bringing Isadora back to me.
You see Anna will smile somewhat proudly and nod. And then
Your sire stands to
Mm.
her like full. Your sire's 11 and a half feet tall.
yeah,
She's a
gigantic.
big woman, and she will tip your chin up, like she'll grab you by the chin and tip it up to meet her gaze. Keep that pride. You are mine, and you will act like it. And she'll pat you twice on the cheek.
Could I ask a strange question, my sire?
Absolutely.
Is there a world where you would have preferred Isidora?
The magic mouth stays silent for a moment. A longer moment than probably you'd think. And she goes,
Mm.
something you may have noticed about your mother. This is something I did not speak of on the island. She was unnecessarily cruel to you. There is a reason behind that. And then she just won't elaborate further.
Oh, I feel like I know. So
I mean, if you think that Enna would ask, ask.
I think so. So Anna will say. So am I to infer that she is my mother in title alone?
You see the like sanguine blood that usually flows from the like tear-like blood that flows from your sire's like the eye sockets in the mask that she wears turns silver, and that is the only time that it does that is when she feels either joy or like fear. Those are the two emotions that silver represent. And she just kind of nods to you, and then will like look up at the sky and go, I must go, but we will discuss this more at a later date.
I see. Regardless of your reason for doing so, thank you for paying me a visit.
I know I did not say it a lot when you were a child, but you are my daughter, and I love you. I do not need a reason to pay you a visit, and you do not have to thank me.
Can I heal a point of stress, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Closure.
and she will like lean in and press the lips of the mask to your forehead, as if to like signify kissing you on the forehead, because she does not ever show her face. And then she will turn invisible, and then you will just hear the fluttering of wings as she leaves.
Anna watches her fly off. With a look of somberness, but I would say also resolve, given what she now knows about the importance of this journey.
Yeah.
Um,
Family revelations and not trauma, maybe.
yeah. And Anna will sort of sequester herself in the woods for a while longer. And then return to the group once somebody else awakes.
Who do we think is waking up next is the question.
If no one else, I raise my hand.
Okay. What do you think Soul is doing early this morning?
I had like a vague idea in my head, and like, so I looked at my little guy's deity, and I was like, I was like, oh, I was looking for an instant on my sheet. I didn't have. Fuck. It's all very tangent. All over the place. I think Soul's up early for once? Question mark.
Okay.
Like not dragging, not dragging her, but by the time I think, by the time Anna comes back, I think Soul is sitting outside, with one of the polar bears, just so Ina doesn't like freak that Soul's out there by herself.
Yeah.
I think just sitting outside, trying to relax? Question mark.
Okay. Yeah, you can like relax and take in nature and kind of get this feeling of almost solace from the calm and soft like breeze that it's like a midsummer's day. There's a little bit of a chill coming from the north, but like that's not you know,
Yeah.
it's not abnormal. That's the north, of course it's gonna be chilly,
Yeah.
right?
I think right, yeah. I think like caught between trying to make peace with the fact that gonna be outside of the city where she's been pretty much safe and like for like the last however long.
Mm-hmm.
Probably praying in the morning. Just I think as a form of habit.
Okay.
She's into.
Make me a knowledge religion check.
Fuck yeah, sure.
And tell me what you're praying for specifically. Or about, rather.
I think knowledge religion. Hey, I have a -1, so
As a
It's
war
fine.
priest, that's impressive.
thanks.
I'm going to take intelligence.
My intelligence is a 9, so I think in what she's praying for, I guess some kind of assurance that things are gonna be fine.
Okay.
I guess like the way that people like pray for like the I'm trying to think of the word in my brain. Like
Comfort? Reassurance?
sorry? Reassurance, yeah. Yeah. I think so, yeah. Sorry. My brain's 15 for having a -1.
Yeah,
I
that's
think.
pretty fucking good. 16 on the dice. You hear things seem to get quieter in the woods, and then what you begin to hear is the singing of the birds, the almost rhythmic noise of like a woodpecker on wood. You know your god to be Allegra, the goddess of creation, joy, and song. The music of the nature around you beginning to intensify in your own periphery, kind of as a way for your goddess to reassure you that you're going to be fine. It's going to be all right.
I just have like, God, POV, you're out praying in the grass and listening to the birds singing in your really fancy pajamas.
Yeah.
Which is what Soul is doing when Enna, I think, comes out.
Yeah. Okay. Enna, what you see when you exit the woods is Soul kind of in the grass, kneeling in like priest's vestments, with a big fuck off polar bear just kind of sitting next to her, as suddenly the birds get louder. Like, this is a notable change in the actual fauna around you. Both of you.
Anna will emerge from the tree line looking very puzzled.
I think by the time Soul catches you, like up and dressed, like just waves and like sits down properly on the grass this time. Morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Is this your working?
What do you mean?
And it doesn't know how to explain. Hey, did you make the birds loud?
Wait, she gonna ask it just like
I mean,
that?
yeah, no, actually, you know what? That is in character for Enna. So like, are the birds calling louder because of you?
I guess maybe. Maybe they just felt louder. I don't control the birds.
POV, you're actually a Disney princess.
Yeah.
A bird comes out of the woods. That's
Yeah, a little golden finch comes over and just lands on Soul's shoulder.
Finch, what are you doing in this campaign?
Okay, now it seems to me that you are somehow influencing the birds.
I just said a single prayer. I did not tell this bird to come over here. A
Who
bird
did you
has
pray to?
my goddess.
Who is?
Yeah, I don't think you've discussed that with the party before.
No. Soul has not talked much to the party. I don't believe.
Yeah.
Allegra? Also, you can come over here. The bear won't bite you.
Can I call for a perception check from another player?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I
Sure.
ask you for a perception check, Soul?
I suppose you could. 5.
Ooh, you don't perceive shit.
Okay. You see Edda just says, I'm fine where I am at the moment.
Okay. What were you doing in the woods?
Something I will note is that the golden finch is the holy symbol of Allegra.
I think Anna will smile and say, much like yourself, I was in prayer.
Oh. Okay. That's your business. I'm not gonna dig into it.
We
Anna
respect-
looks very
we-
confused.
We respect someone who's not going to pry.
Yeah, and it's like, if I mean, I asked about your god, it would only be fair, but
I mean, if you want to talk about it, you can, but I'm not gonna make you talk about it if you don't want to.
A new concept for Enna. Privacy.
Anna looks very puzzled.
You okay?
Yes, I am fine. I worship a being called the Lady of Laces.
Oh, sorry, my audio processing. It was not processing for a hot second. I had to take a bit. She's nuts. Have I heard of this one before?
Roll religion. Knowledge religion.
Well, can I say, didn't Isadora mention it?
She did, but she's also the worship of the Lady of Laces is a cult.
No, that's fair.
No, you've never heard of the Lady of Laces.
Uh,
There were rumors back where you came from because you do live in the Isles, like the Outer Isles, where the Lady of Laces cult kind of exists. You know that your parents mentioned them once or twice as being those crazy people that whip themselves as a form of worship. But that's all you know about them.
Chloe just tilts her head and gives you a very polite smile. We've introduced ourselves to each other, right? Like name-wise, or because
I don't think so. Like, you guys have not properly introduced yourselves?
Yeah, I don't think
At
so. Because
all.
like you met Enna, and then Enna was immediately down for the count for a couple days because she got poisoned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think Sol will sit there for a second, kind of stand up, almost fall over, then brush her legs off, holding her arms up like balance. Hi. I didn't introduce myself, by the way. You can call me Solil or Sol. Though I was though Theo was kind of outed in the literal throne room.
Yeah.
Do not have to worry. I shall not spill your secret.
I mean, among us, it's probably fine. I don't think Ina would have let you stay around me if you were a danger. Question mark?
Yeah, we are co-workers, so I assume there is a level of base trust. Anna Kushia. very- Oh, go ahead.
No, that's out of character. I think she'll give you goes to hold her hand out, realizes you're all the way still across from her, and she gives you a curtsy.
Anna will. I would like to very discreetly hide my cat of nine tails in my bag of holding before I approach.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would also say that for your cat of nine tails, there is a clip on the back of your belt that if you wrap it up, you can just clip it on there. Your entire order have those belts where you can just clip it on because a lot of your order use their cat of nine tails as a weapon.
Fair. Okay, then yeah, I'll just clip it onto my belt and then approach. And she kind of smiles and says, I guess it serves as proof of how hectic things have been, that we have only now given each other proper introductions.
To be fair, I haven't really introduced myself to a lot of people.
Neither have I.
So
I am
Well, I
most
think it-
familiar with Ina because we work together.
she's very sweet. And I appreciate her a lot.
I would like the both of you to roll perception checks for me.
Sure.
And while you are doing that, we are going to go over quickly and see, is Lorelei conscious?
I'm thinking, yeah, there's a lot of noisy birds outside.
Fantastic. I need her also to roll a perception check.
Alrighty.
Also,
So 21.
Mhm.
Sorry.
DM, the map on the screen is not the map, by the way.
I am aware.
Okay.
I'm not quite moving the stream over to the battle map just yet, because this is mostly just roleplay. So what you'll notice is while the birds had been very loud for a very long time, an icy chill comes from the North Road, and everything gets deathly silent.
It's cold, and Lorelei will head over to the window and close it.
Enna will dip inside and immediately start donning her armor.
Fantastic. I didn't mean
Early
to
winter.
interrupt conversations. It's just that is a scripted event that was going to happen one way or another.
Oh, of course. I just like the idea of casual conversation and then like a bothered cat. Enna suddenly standing up straight and her eyes widen and she just dips inside.
Yeah.
Can I look around to see if there's anyone around, or is it just?
It's so very one, the bird that was on your shoulder, gone. Two, the polar bears look visibly agitated. Three, everything else is so quiet you could hear a pin drop.
Sick. Okay, I'm stepping closer to the middle of the area and farther away from the trees.
What are y'all doing out here?
Was praying. Something weird is going on out here.
Did you pray too hard and kill all the birds?
No, the birds were singing because of my prayer. So I'm not really.
That's what they all say.
Who's they?
I don't know, people who say their prayers work.
I guess.
They all say that it's because of the bird. The birds react to that to their shape. But I don't know. It's maybe that the birds were offended by what you said. You don't know. Maybe they had some shit to say. You don't speak bird.
Are they shit talking? Do you think the birds are shit?
Yes, they're divas.
I think.
You should meet robins. They're all divas.
Soul will turn around to face the cult. Will face her in mock shock of the birds are talking smack about me.
Catalina, are you awake at this point?
How early is it?
6 a.m. Oh, not quite sunrise.
Yeah, she would be an early riser.
It is still a little dark outside. The moon is just going down. The sun is just creeping over the trees. Except, it's incredibly overcast today. So it's really hard to tell if it's nighttime still, or if it's just really shitty weather.
Yeah, no. She would definitely still be awake. She would definitely be waking up now, give or take.
Okay, so I want you also to roll me that perception check. So if I know whether or
Okay.
not your character registers that some weird shit's happening.
Perception.
Actually, question. Would Lorelei, as a kobold and expert in dragon shit, recognize what's going on?
Roll me knowledge nature? Yes, Catalina, you would in fact notice that something fucking weird is happening.
Would I notice what kind of weird?
The birds were all singing and chirping and being happy, and then everything went ghostly quiet. Cell, I have a question. Would you mind if I gave you control of Abby's character sheet for a minute, just so you can make rolls for Ina?
She's AFK. I
Okay.
can do it.
Okay. So we will give you the.
If you
things.
notice, I did move closer to the house and away from the trees.
Yeah. So Lorelai,
That's me.
you are in fact a dragon expert.
Yeah.
It's kind of your like major field of study. Couple of
major.
this could be a couple of things. This could either be a white dragon or a silver dragon, but this is definitely the terraforming that is caused by a dragon.
It's also definitely not a platinum dragon, I assume.
You don't know that.
Being
There's
as
only
familiar
one.
with platinum dragons as she is.
There is only one, and she doesn't usually leave her pond.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, I think Lorelai's gonna pretty much immediately tell people that, like, hey folks, y'all might want to get inside. There's a dragon out here somewhere.
Oh, a dragon?
Wouldn't we see it if it was out here?
You can feel it, can't you?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
It might not be immediately close to us, but it's close enough that we can feel its changes to the terrain.
Roll perception,
Me?
both of you.
Sick. Okay.
24.
I'm gonna wait and see what Soul rolls.
9.
So you don't notice it, Lorelai. You immediately notice the shadow over the overcast in the sky. That's not clouds.
Yeah. She's gonna like hurriedly start like gesturing people inside, like suddenly very like cold sweat looking.
Alright,
Like
alright.
shit. If this is
Yeah,
not the
I'm-
right kind of dragon, we're in some trouble.
You
I'm
also
good.
notice that it is very large, like very, very large.
That's a big one.
What?
We're
I
talking ancient dragon.
Everybody stay by the windows. You could probably watch. Just try not to be too interesting.
Try not to look like food.
Yeah.
Is standing on the porch an option? Or do I have to go into the house?
Stands on the porch in the middle of a hurricane.
Yeah.
I mean, Lorelai's up front with her double, to post up, even though they're definitely not guards.
Lorelai, what you notice is dipping out of the clouds is a very large, very hungry-looking white dragon.
Ooh,
Dude.
this is a white one. Okay. The chromatic ones are the mean ones, but am I chromatic? Maybe.
Partially? Question mark?
I think mostly.
But you do
Like,
notice that it is moving southbound. Away
Where? What is south of here?
So south is this way.
Okay, but like, what is that way?
That
Do
is
I know?
Drake's Fall. That is Keranamos. That is the Storming Sea. That is the Pool of Knowledge, which is where Bahamut is.
Oh.
Normally, if ancient dragons go down that way, it is to try and challenge her authority.
That's. You know what?
They-
I'm no longer worried.
They do not survive long.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, Lorelai like visibly relaxes, seeing the direction it's going.
Mhm.
Okay. I think we're safe.
Good?
It's passed overhead.
Okay.
We might hear combat, depending on how far away we are. But we should be okay.
So, almost as if on cue, when you say that, you hear a almost kaiju-like roar. Very familiar to you, Lorelai, because of your worship. The roar, and this is something that is a phenomenon that everybody here has experienced at least once in their lives. When Bahamut roars, it shakes the world.
I return.
Welcome back.
Hi,
the thing-
Bahamut roared. That's
Yeah.
what I've caught up to.
The thing that caused all the birds to get quiet was an ancient white dragon. It's flying southbound to go challenge the goddess of all dragons, Bahamut.
Yeah, I don't think that's anything to worry about.
So what?
Uh,
So a phenomenon that literally everyone in the world has experienced is sometimes ancient dragons will get a little too big for their britches and try and go down and fight Bahamut. Bahamut does not leave her pool, known as the Pool of Knowledge, and when she does, the roar she makes when she emerges shakes the entire world. So everyone hears it.
So this happens. Enna puts together what this is, recalls her conversation with her sire like just an hour ago,
Yep.
and just whispers under her breath, "In the Age of Dragons."
That's right.
God.
And again, the entire world shakes as Bahamut somewhere emerges and slaughters a white dragon.
I think I take a tiny bit of guess. Shelter
Okay.
baby.
Okay, yeah, this is actually probably your first time seeing a dragon. You've heard it, but like you were like, that's far off. That's nothing that can hurt me. You've just seen your first ancient dragon.
I think I'm going back into here, gamers. Going back inside. I've had enough adventure for one day.
I think both Loreleis sit at the edge of the porch and will just like happily stare at the sky, like watching the
fair.
clouds do whatever they do and when two dragons fight.
So Lorelei, it's less of a fight and more of a slaughter because of how
Yeah.
powerful Bahamut is. But what you do
Yeah.
notice is there is a very clear, visible, shimmering light coming from the south as the sun rises and reflects off of Bahamut's platinum scales.
Hell yeah.
That is, in this world, how rainbows are created. It's like a prism.
Rainbow.
Is the sun reflecting off of Bahamut's scales. But yeah.
I think she's gonna like passively just kind of do like prestidigitation to fuck with the rainbows and make it like really pretty in here.
Yeah, there are now rainbows in the house. They're like streaming through the windows and shit.
Like this. Yeah, there's one right there.
Yep.
It's gonna be gayer in here.
So, as you guys kind of begin to pack for the morning, it gets about that time where it's like breakfast time passes, and it's probably time for you guys to get on the road.
On the road again.
Who do we think takes the charge up of like driving the cart? Which I have now provided an actual cart token for you guys.
So I don't have any proficiencies in it.
I think
kind
Enna
of gonna ride.
does, because she did it last time.
Yeah.
Gamers,
Oh.
I could just be a fucking passenger princess in the back again.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Enna has a +8 to ride.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not bad at all.
So I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys on the Honeywood map and bring the map screen over on the stream.
We're assuming I'm just like taking 10 on the ride check.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it's
Okay,
it's smooth sailing.
For sure.
It's smooth sailing. So I will move Ina and put Enna up here instead. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go over to the map screen for the stream so that everybody can see it. And you guys are kind of going down what is known as the King's Road, or north on the King's Road. Your cart is being pulled by a unicorn and 2 motherfucking bears. Giant fuck off bears. And as you arrive, you see 2. They're not well geared archers. They look like town hunters. And one of them will kind of very quickly approach and go, "Hail, travelers, are you the reinforcements we sent for the king?"
I just hold up the badge that we got given.
Finally, someone listened to our letters. Our town is being besieged. You've been informed, yes?
Do we know the nature of the threat of like what
You didn't
is
know there was a
besieging the
you
town?
didn't know there was a threat. They didn't tell you there was a threat.
Okay.
They just said
so
come
yeah.
here and investigate the queen's murder. They thought everything was hunky dory. Like
Okay, so
you
yeah.
were not informed of this.
We were sent here in urgency to investigate the queen's death. We did not know that there was.
Death.
What
No,
mystery does
she's
your
been
town?
kidnapped. She was kidnapped by the undead and taken to the castle. They've been besieging the town for weeks.
I think this comes from just who Enna is as a person. She thinks out loud. Why hasn't the Council of 10 killed her yet?
Pardon?
And then Enna goes wide-eyed and she's like, "But the cat is out of the bag now."
If this is the council's doing, then
So-
we need to work fast.
You said kidnapped. What are the details?
There was a large incursion force back when Honeywood had more defenders, and the queen was visiting for a tourney. We do small jousting tournaments on Old Man Crockett. Well, it's not Old Man Crockett's farm anymore. God rest him. But we did small tourneys on Crockett's farm, and she was here just to visit because the queen grew up here. This is her home village, and the castle was at one point her home, and the undead came pouring from the castle and grabbed her, and we haven't seen her yet. We don't know what happened. No one's been able to get near the castle. They come every night, and we are dwindled down to not but 7 defenders total, and Old Man Sulix, who won't get off his ass and help us, and then the cleric, who is doing everything he can to keep everyone alive. Mayor Murdoch is nearly dead. He's in the temple being healed.
You said the undead came out of the castle as if it were a very frequent occurrence. How long have they been there?
We didn't know they were there until a month ago, when the queen was kidnapped. They've been
Oh.
besieging us for about a month. We've been sending letters, but one of our messengers obviously made it to the king if the king sent you folks, right?
Yes.
Well, Like, we don't want to push their dreams and stuff, because that seems to be the direction you were going at first. But I was going to say, like, we might want to know whose castle that is, if, like, we didn't know that there were undead before.
It's fair. Who took up residence there beforehand?
The queen's younger brother, High Magistrate Alexei, was in the castle before, but he fell ill recently, and his son has been kind of our regent in the land.
Ooh, where's his son?
We would assume still in the castle. We've not seen any of the family.
Then
Are we sure he's still there?
there are 3 reasonable assumptions. They are being held as prisoner. They are already dead. They are collaborating.
There's worse. If they became regent as a result of the one getting sick, they may be the cause of the getting sick, and also may be the cause of the undead if it's worse than I think it is.
All we could do now is speculate until we make it to the castle ourselves.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to find out how to get to the castle, we haven't been able to breach the gates, but Old Man Murdoch, the mayor, he's in the temple, as I said. He's being healed, but he can tell you the details, and we're going to need help. He'll kind of point up to the sky. It's noontime now. They'll be here in less than 6 hours. We will not survive the night without help.
Well, luckily for you, help has just arrived at your doorstep.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We will keep watch at the gate. The temple is due north, all the way. You can't miss it. It's the big building with the red roof.
Okay. To who is the temple dedicated?
The temple is dedicated to. Give me 1 second, and I gotta go back in my important universe terms and see. What all the where the
Where have all the good gods gone?
it's dedicated to Rune, the god of the land, and wonder, mystery, and exploration, our patron deity.
Okay.
Others just
Yeah.
call him the god of farmers.
Seems like a reasonable place to start.
If you'd like, we do have a stable that we can put your bears up in and your cart.
That would be wonderful.
Bears are people too.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't want to take your bears into the temple, would you?
I mean, I don't know who they were.
I guess that's a fair point. Are they werebears? Like, are they also
No,
part of your party?
They're polar bear.
they're polar bears, just regular bears.
They're the cold kind.
And the one to kind of nod and go. My cousin had therianthropy. It was a awful time. That's why I was asking.
Yeah,
They're the
no,
cold kind. They sell Coca-Cola.
What is this thing you mentioned? Coca-Cola?
It's an alchemical mix.
Uh,
It's used to remove rust.
Oh,
so
vinegar.
they will kind of take your cart up to the stable, which is right over here.
I'm gonna
If
visit.
if you would like, you can bring your polar bears with you, but if not, they will just be put up at the stables.
Blood
You know, we can't guarantee how domesticated they are, so I think it might be best to leave them behind.
Okay, so they
I
will
give them both.
they will kind of so you guys did also bring horses, like you were riding horses given to you by the king. Those will also
Yeah.
be put in the stable for you. The only one
Yes.
that won't is the unicorn, which literally runs off into the woods.
Buy unicorn.
Yes, Ina's unicorn basically goes, no, fuck stables. I'm gonna just go be
Fuck
free.
that.
I'm just gonna go be free in the woods until you guys need me again.
Yeah, just do a whistle for Shadowfax and you'll get that unicorn right back.
Pretty much. That's how the Fae work. Yeah, and you guys can kind of. I don't have an an inside map of the temple. But I will. But I do have the actual chaplain of the temple, a token for him. If you guys kind of the role play will kind of suffice for that. But yeah, you guys kind of head. Do you head straight to the temple, or are you guys kind of talking to townsfolk or anything like that before before you go to the temple?
Before we go to the temple. I separated Ina and Soul, and I realized I should just keep them together.
I think because like Enna's religious, but like is a cult member,
Mhm.
so I don't imagine she feels terribly comfortable around churches.
I would think
Wha-
it's specific churches that your order
Yeah.
is like these gods are okay, they're not going to discriminate against you, and then other gods will straight up crusade against us.
Yeah, which is not great. Uh,
Specifically,
and-
Rune is one of the like gods that wouldn't kind of crusade against the Lady of Laces. Nethys, on the other hand, fucking hates you. All
Yeah.
worshippers of Nethys will attack you on sight.
Understandable. So what Enna will do, rather than going to the church, is Enna will go to where the guards are posted and investigate, and like inspect the fortifications in the city.
Okay.
And like get an idea of what she's working with, because there will be an attack tonight, and being
Yeah.
like, okay, what's the most tactical angle, how strong are the fortifications, and like that's where she's at.
So so there are a couple of things that you can do.
Mm.
There are 5 commoner militia guard that are like posted up at the wall where the bridge is. So what you can see from the other gate is there's a large bridge leading to the castle itself. That is where the undead keep besieging from. There's very visible damage on the gate, and there are these 5. They don't look like trained soldiers. These are definitely peasants who are now wearing the armor of dead soldiers, with like clearly beat up long swords. Their crossbows look handmade. They're all wood, with like twine rope as the drawstring. Like these guys are not equipped or trained to fight, except for one of them who stands at
Mhm.
about 10 and almost as tall as your mother or your sire. 10.5 feet tall, half plate armor, broad shoulders. You can kind of see musculature, when where the sleeves break. And she's standing like helmet. She's got a helmet on, but like the visor is up, and you can see her face. She has strong, like angular features. And this is a half giant. She got a very large sword on her, or a battle axe on her back, and she's kind of instructing these peasants. Essentially, there's 2 halflings and 2 humans that are kind of working to rebuild a palisade wall as she's helping and kind of instructing on how. Okay, well, if you put this here and we can bar the gate, we have to make sure that they can't get through this time. If they break into the village, more of the villagers will die. The general store owner is dead. We can't get provisions there. The blacksmith won't help us to repair your armor, so you've got the best we can give you. And you can kind of hear her giving orders to these peasants who are taking the orders very well. Like, they're doing what she tells them to, but they're very clearly terrified of what's coming that night.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So I feel like this is about the time Enna shows up. And we'll see Serenina of the Bastion, who is clearly the person in charge, and just flash the High King's emblem.
She will look to you, she will place a hand on like her pauldron, and then show her own badge, which is identical to yours, and
Mhm.
place it back and go, "Welcome. I did not know that Her Highness was sending more troops to back me up, but thank the gods that she did. Bahamut be
Yes,
praised."
it was an expediency issue, I think. We received missive that we were heading here not but a few days ago.
Well, you got here fast. As you can see, we're not many, but these are the brave volunteers I was able to get. We're working with very little in way of supply.
Said the blacksmith was unwilling to that day. Is that a matter of coin or a matter of principle?
So, the blacksmith's daughter was a handmaiden in the castle, and because no one has been able to breach the gate to see if she's alive or not, he refuses to help us because he believes we refuse to help him.
And he does not see the merit in improving your chances with better equipment.
I fear drink has
Taken.
taken him, yes.
I see.
Dulled his senses to the reality of the situation.
Well, I am more than happy to snap his senses back in place.
If you are willing to speak with him, he lives in the south part of town, by the tower of Sulix the Wizard, who, if you can get that old hermit to come out of his fucking tower, his magic might actually help a little bit.
Noted. They cross from the bridge, correct?
Yes, we've been trying to bottleneck them, but their forces are many. We had.
Are there any other
We had
bridges
chaplains.
or stretches? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
My apologies. We did have, and she'll kind of point back to this large fountain behind her. Father Banehammer blessed this fountain, so we've been dipping our weapons into the holy water that it produces. So we have a little bit of an advantage against them, but not much.
Mm.
As far as stretches
Aside
of
from this
land,
bridge.
no.
Yeah.
There are. We are essentially separated by the Great Northern River, which runs into the pool of knowledge. So, the only way we really could get there is by boat, and we don't really want to chance, sailing in Bahamut's waters.
Naturally.
Especially not if you. I mean, you heard the roar.
Yes. That was on our way here this morning.
And I do not wish to chance displeasing her.
I'd say that is a very fair perspective.
There is, according to rumor and speculation. I don't know this to be fact. I have not lived in this village. I was here as part of the Queen's entourage when she was taken. There is supposedly a way into the castle from within the village. I just don't know where it is.
Hmm. That is something my compatriots and I will investigate, Sister in Arms.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Uh,
I will see to persuading the smith.
Brahm is his name.
Rob.
Thank you. And she'll kind of nod to you and so something that you will notice when you are like within 10 feet of her. Suddenly you feel a lot more courageous.
Uh-huh.
Like there is an aura about her that makes it seem like everything's gonna be okay. But yeah, when you leave her presence, you notice that that was probably magic of some kind.
Yeah.
So the
Yep,
brave souls that volunteered are probably doing that under the influence of that magic.
I'm gonna choose to not look too much into that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely not just an aura of courage that she exudes.
Yeah.
So before
Um,
you head on to Brahm, I'm going to go ahead and ask, Lorelei, what are you doing currently?
I was going to pitch you switch away from me anyways.
Yes, that was because I figured it was probably about that time.
Okay. So, we were told about a wizard, or was that just one of our?
So you guys were told about Sulix at the gate. Sulix is a wizard. He lives in the tower, all the way back here. This big thing that's built into the gate, or that's built into the like side of the wall is a massive wizard's tower. It's in disrepair, but it is clearly the tower of a mage.
Okay. I think my echo is gonna go to the wizard tower and try to break into his tower.
Okay.
Lorelei is interested in the infrastructure of this place, seeing one working well and one that seems to be shut down. She'd
Yeah.
like to check out the shutdown one.
So
real
the
quick, if
shutdown
that's
well seems to be bolted shut. There is a heavy, like it's a stone slab with a wooden one over it.
all right. Return the slab.
And it seems to be like if you like knock on it, it seems to be dead hollow. Like you can hear an echo far down inside.
Ooh,
There
like the echo of a tunnel entrance.
maybe.
Interesting. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're okay. I didn't say anything. You're good.
Oh, well, it sounded like you had market description.
No, so essentially, you do see that there is like if you kind of investigate around the like lip of the well, someone has very clearly been moving, or it has been not recently, but there's clear sign that the slab had been moved back and forth.
Okay. How hard is it to move the slide back and forth?
Mega athletics.
Yeah, this will be interesting. Athletics isn't a thing.
Then just a general strength check.
Yeah, right. That's a natural 9.
Your weak little nerd arms are not moving that slab.
Yeah. Okay, so not the easiest thing.
No,
I
it's a
assume-
very heavy slab.
Okay. So whoever's hauling this is at least stronger than a kobold.
Yes.
But is it like? Would I be able to determine if this is like kind of a human scaled strength wise, or if it's like a genuinely strong person would have to haul
You
this?
can roll perception if you would like.
Yeah, right. 18.
So kind of investigating around it. As you're doing so, you kind of find almost what looks like a button, and as you find it, you hear a voice from behind you call out, "Pardon me, what do you think you're doing over there?" As this very
Hello?
stocky-looking dwarven man in chain shirt and priest's vestments will begin to like almost not charge at you, but he's like power walking your way.
Checking out a well. What are you doing?
I'm coming over here to see why you're trying to open our sealed well, because last time that was open, methane gas was pouring out of it.
Oh,
It's sealed for a reason.
that's an interesting reason.
We got too far down in the way, trying to get groundwater, and hit a methane pocket.
I see. And you're not saying that as a reason to get me to just go away, are you?
No.
I'd like to.
Yeah, roll
to check
sense
that.
motive. Sense motive.
Yeah. No. 13.
He's a very bad liar.
I thought
Father
so.
Banehammer is not the type who typically lies. This is not usually his forte. That's usually Murdoch's job, is to like keep people away from the well. But like Murdoch's currently missing a leg and trying not to die, so it falls to Father I cannot tell a lie Banehammer.
Okay, so he just kind of he just says no and just sweats for a second, right?
Yeah, he's like no, and he's like shooing you away.
So I think Lorelei is going to like look around, make sure no one else is within eye shot, or like nobody's in a window staring at them or nothing.
Yeah, okay, roll perception again.
You damn it! All right. Back to the skill channel. Skills special, I think. That's a 19.
There is a man, a grizzled-looking older human gentleman with a very like scraggly beard, He's on crutches, but he is like staring you down out of the window of the church.
I think she's going to take her hat off for a little bit more cover, and like step in toward this priest man
Uh-huh.
and like kind of like handshake him, but she's going to palm him a special symbol depicting a robin, and she will be like, I want you to know that you can trust me.
He'll look at it and he will flip it and hand it and palm it back to you. And when you look at it, it's a nightingale.
Oh, it's a pleasure to know you.
And you stay away from the well, at least for now.
Of course. Our intentions here are to help.
If you're here to help, you look like the type to be magically inclined.
What gave it away?
The big floppy hat, mostly.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that makes
If you want to go scream at a wizard for me, I'll give you 5 gold.
I'll tell you what, I'm already doing it. So she's gonna hold out her hands.
Pardon?
Yep. I guess it's not really me. It's a one that looks almost like me. It's
Oh.
hard to explain.
Okay.
But I am already over at the Wizard Tower.
Okay.
So I'll work on it. I'll let you know.
Just be aware, it is arcanely locked. So unless you have
Oh,
a spell that might be able to open a wizard's lock, you might not be able to get in through the door.
well, let me check. And she's gonna grab her book and start flipping through frantically.
Knock would be the spell you need.
Ooh, I don't have it. All right. Do you know an alternate entrance?
He leaves his window open. It's near the
Okay.
top, but if you're any good at climbing,
It's all right. I'm not strong for climbing, but my copy has gliding wings, so maybe things can go okay.
listen. How about instead of the 5 gold pieces, I give you a nifty little magic item,
I like nifty.
and he will once again kind of sleight of hand, essentially like a stage magician, and like pull out from behind your ear a small ring. This ring
Oh,
will allow you to fly once a day.
interesting.
This is just a ring with the fucking fly spell on it, with 1 charge.
She's gonna take it, and he will see it start to glow as the Lorelei on the other side of town activates it
Okay. And now
to
Lorelei...
fly in through the window.
Yeah, and so as you fly into the window, you see this curmudgeonly looking older gentleman. He's kind of bent over a desk. He's got long blonde hair, a pair of like green spectacles. He's wearing robes, and he's got like a little like pendant on. He's got a cane next to him, and he goes, "Damn it, Banehammer! I told you not to fly in through my." Oh,
Oh,
you're not Banehammer. Who are you?
no, I don't use a hammer. An interested party, and she'll like climb through the window and like sit on his table. So you already know about stuff going on
You see
in
him
the town, right?
slowly begin to like he's doing the
No, no,
somatic,
no, no, no.
like the hand
no, no.
components for a spell.
Don't even try. I'll
can
blow
roll-
up your entire building.
You can roll spellcraft to see what he's casting.
Does he respond to "Don't even try"? I'll blow up your entire building.
No, he does not believe that you have the capability to blow up his entire building.
She'll take off her hat slowly, set it on the table. So you already know about what's going on in the town, right?
Yes, I know. It doesn't affect me in my tower, so I don't have to
Yes,
worry
it
about
does.
it. No, it doesn't. I have the spell create food and water, and I can survive here indefinitely.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, I can.
Nuh-uh.
And he will cast Thunderwave.
Yeah.
Uh, roll me a reflex save.
Sure thing. So the saves don't seem to have any bonuses to them on the echoes sheet, despite Dex having a
They would
bonus to
be
it.
they would be your for your echo. You just roll your reflex.
Okay, sick,
All of the echo's saves mirror yours.
awesome. Ooh, 10.
That is a failure of a DC 13, and you are shot 10 feet backwards out the window.
Well, thankfully, she can fly for the moment.
Murdoch gave you that
is
ring,
this
didn't he?
electricity?
It's thunder damage, so it'd be force.
Damn. The Thunder and Force are
Okay,
different things I think in this.
So you take 2d8 damage. Your echo takes 9 points of damage.
Ooh, it has a maximum of 8.
Okay. Your
So
echo
before he gets to fucking ask his question, he just kills my echo
I mean,
like a fucking genius.
he's like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I will say that flight also works on Lorelei. Like, if you cast it on your echo, you also can fly.
I think the moment she realizes her echo just dies, she just groans very upset and starts floating across town back to go.
The rest of you
Go
see
finish off.
Lorelei gently floating through the air toward the tower of this wizard.
She like almost runs out of flight at the window and just has to catch it. Forget.
Scrabbles into the thing. Didn't I
I mean,
just kill you?
No, maybe a little. Don't do that again. That sucked. But also,
I only
you
have
just
one cast of thunder.
stop being
Wave.
a selfish
There's a
little
scroll.
shit. Stop being a selfish little shit.
Why? Why should I help them?
Because they're all gonna die,
Okay.
and then you're gonna be alone and sad.
I'm already alone and sad.
Be less sad and be less alone. Hang out with your people. Fuck you.
Fuck you!
Can I roll for like? Is that what would that be? Intimidate or something?
You do intimidate, diplomacy.
Let's. Would that be bluff? Because it's a like double, reverse psychology type deal.
I'd say it'd probably be diplomacy more or less.
Okay. Hey.
That's
21.
a really He's like, you make a point. A good point, tiny dragon.
Thank you.
You can take the slide out. I won't thunder wave you out the window again.
That's appreciated, and I know it's
Let
not just because you ran out of that spell.
Shut up. Let Banehammer know that I'm on my way. I'm just a slow old man. I'll be there to help with the defenses. Yes, bitches.
And for what it's worth, she'll like walk over and pick up the echo of her hat, which is still on the table, and she'll like point it out the window and like slap the like pointy bit, and a fucking torrent of flame erupts from it.
Oh, I've got something like that too. And he'll kind of show you his little ring. This is a ring of burning hands.
Hey, that's what my hat does.
Fantastic. I recognized that spell. I used
So
to
yes,
teach
I
magic.
would have burned your tower down.
Do you know the spell, do you know the spell Arcane Lock and Knock?
I don't actually.
He will kind of walk over to his little shelf. It's got a bunch of scrolls on it. Pull out 2 scroll
Ooh.
cases and hand them to you. These contain the spells Arcane Lock and Knock.
Hell yeah.
Arcane Lock allows you to lock something magically, and the only way to unlock it is using the Knock spell.
Oh, hey, I can learn those.
Hell yeah. I assume a sorcerer cannot.
They are sorcerer wizard spells. So,
Yeah.
Can sorcerers copy down?
I personally,
No.
the way I run it, yes.
Oh, okay.
Sick.
You
Cool.
can
Yeah, she'll-
study magic, and your body will react to it.
Cool.
That's kind of how
She's
the mist
totally-
works.
Yeah, that'll probably be her homework in the meantime, before we meet up with Priestman Was that the priest man that
Yeah,
we
that
were
was
going to
Priest
meet up
Man.
with anyway?
That was Banehammer
cool.
is Priest Man.
Cool. We will
Um,
reconvene beyond Priest Man as Lorelei studies for a while.
Yep.
We can do something else.
So we're gonna go over to Sol and Ina. Sol, what are you doing in town?
I think keeps. Initially, I keep evolving because staying still. Who is she? I don't know her.
Mm-hmm.
I saw. What's your name?
Catalina?
Helena. Yeah, Helena's over there. I was gonna go over there, but then I saw sheep and I was like,
You do see that this is a small farm, and there is what looks to be like a almost like a jousting list through the middle of it, which you were told that they did hold like jousting tournaments here. And as a noble, you've been to a few of those. But you also see kind of in the field grazing to like keep the turf well maintained, a line of like goats eating the grass to keep it like well maintained, and this older gentleman he's got a prosthetic wooden leg, and he's got a heavy like leather apron on. He has a pauldron and like a short sword, but he doesn't look like he's in fighting shape. And he's kind of like moving them along, and he's got his daughters with him, and she's kind of tugging a little carrot on a string to lead the goats around. And you see these two. Do you introduce yourself?
I think first things first, she's distracted by staring at the goats.
The little girl will kind of go, "Do you want to feed my goat?"
I can feed your goats?
Absolutely. And she'll kind of run over to her dad and grab a carrot out of the wheelbarrow and hand it to you. And the old man will kind of set his wheelbarrow down and start walking toward you. And he goes,
Menacingly.
no, he's not menacing. He's jovial. He's a farmer. He used to be a guardsman. He's missing a leg. He can't really fight really well anymore. He'll kind of smile and go, "It's good to see my little girl smiling again. Thank you for visiting. What's your name?"
I guess call me Soul.
You can call me Milo, and there's Ellie. And she'll kind of smile and wave up at you. The girl can't be more than 7 years old.
Yeah. Soul put behind. I can't remember what Ina goes. If it's just Ina, or if she's shortened it, or what her full name. I think Ina's just chilling, just staring menacingly behind me. I got sidetracked. I got entirely sidetracked. I think.
Mhm.
I think in character, Thea frazzled for a second. On the concept of names. And then spaces back in.
And Ellie will kind of go, "Do you still want to feed the goat?"
Yeah. Of course.
She'll hand you a large like carrot.
Hell yeah! I think on instinct, like is there any like clothes that she's wearing that could drag?
No, not really. I think that like your skirt is trimmed enough where, or if you're wearing one, your skirts would be trimmed enough where like it's a battle skirt instead of rather like a longer dress. Like you're wearing your armor, so like this is and the girl just kind of looks up at you and goes, "Are you a knight?"
No, I'm not. She is, and she'll point to Ina behind her. It's a really cool night.
We have a knight here. She's a nice lady. She's really stressed out though.
I mean, I can imagine given what's been going on over here. I think this is happening as I'm like trying to go.
Yeah, no, the goat will kind of come over and eat the carrot out of your hand and like nuzzle into your hand, and then one of the other goats looks very jealous and will like headbutt that goat. And you see Ellie kind of go over and go, "No, bad, don't do that." She'll give the other one a carrot and feed the third one and go, "They're a little ornery sometimes."
get jealous often of each other?
Normally we feed them all together, but like they've been grazing and Chester there has done the most work, so I figured he'd like a little treat, but Jackson gets a little angry.
I mean, I've never been around livestock too much before, so I don't know that too terribly much about them.
Yeah, they if the monsters don't come back tonight and you're still here tomorrow, I can teach you about goats.
It's fair. I think looked very excited about the aspect of learning about goats. I mean, we're here to help. So ideally, if we take care of that, then I get to learn about goats. And I guess you guys will get invaded by undead and all of that.
Milo will kind of go, Ellie, you go on and take the goats back home. I'm going to have a conversation with these two. And she'll kind of frown and nod and kind of run off. And he'll go, so y'all are here to help find the queen, aren't you? Y'all weren't sent here to save the town.
Well, I think she's trying to find a nice way to say it, but there is no nice way to say it.
Yeah.
We were sent here to investigate a death. That doesn't mean we're not willing to help.
I've seen
that.
people like you. I've been people like you, and he'll kind of gesture down to his leg. It was not long ago that I was in a similar line of work. My suggestion, if I were you, leave. This town's doomed.
I think she found just a little, just like the tiniest bit. I mean, I don't really think that's an option. So we're gonna be here and try to make it a little better, hopefully.
Do you think
I'm-
you're what? What did you bring? 5 people and some bears? Can stop a
still help.
horde of undead?
What? Out of character, Ina's can't remember what her class is. I can't remember. It's been a minute. Paladin, yeah. I mean, we've got decent powers against undead, so we're not entirely helpless against them.
Well, if you say so. And he'll reach down and he'll kind of pull a small brass key out of his like apron, offer it to you, and he goes, if I were you, I would check the old general store. You might find something that is helpful. Hand it to
Sure,
you.
thank you. Yeah, I'll take it. Also, I feel like Thea reads like is in an actual disguise, but very much reads as just started doing this shit.
Yeah.
Very green as far as adventuring goes.
Roll, I think roll insight for me for the old man.
Insight, baby. Let's go. Where's insight?
Or sense motive, sorry.
Do I have a hero?
Yeah, you have a hero
Okay.
point. You did the recap.
Oh shit, yeah. Let's try that again. Please let me roll good. Fuck, I hate it here. That's fine. Can I have one for
Yeah, you can Ina can roll a sense motive.
Ina? Come
Or
on, Ina.
yeah, Ina can roll a sense motive.
Ina, you're so good. That's right. You're so good at this. Better than mine.
The old man looks like he wants to help. Like he looks like there's a forlorn look in his eye that like he wants to be the adventurer he once was, but he doubts himself. It's clear that he wants to be on the front line. He wants to be out there fighting, but he doesn't believe
Right.
he would be helpful.
This is Ina, not me, right? Or
Well,
is
I
this
would say that like Ina and Soul kind of are on the same wavelength. So for right now,
We vibe.
yeah.
Yeah. I think she'll hold the key in her hand. Well, this still helps us a lot, and I really appreciate it. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Do you want this back afterwards, or I assume you do, because I don't want to.
He'll like wave you off. It's not mine. It was my brother's. He used to run the general store, and the
Oh.
monsters got him.
God, me make someone. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to think.
How would Soul help someone with their grief? That is the question.
Soul, I don't think who's ever touched grief with a 10-foot pole
Yeah.
ever in her life. God. I think. God, I don't know. Like, genuinely. I think looks has the look of like she means well and wants to help. I'm trying to word this in a way that's nice,
Mhm.
but it's still but still looks a bit like looks eager to help, but looks naive and untouched in the ways of grief, I guess.
Yeah.
No role needed for this man, I think. And she's heart on her sleeve type bitch. Don't at me.
He'll just kind of like place his hand on your shoulder and go, "It's okay. He went out fighting. He went out the way he wanted to. It'll be fine. As long as if you guys keep your word and you can fight off the undead, everything will be okay." And he'll like wink at you, pick up his wheelbarrow, and hobble his way home.
She gives him a big, stupid smile. Before literally skittering off in the same manner of like an excited child.
The general store is right up here, so that is kind of where you would investigate. Before you do that, however, we're gonna go over to Catalina. Catalina, what are you doing in town currently?
She is mostly checking on people, seeing how everyone is doing amidst the crisis.
Morale
Seeing
is
if there's-
low.
Seeing if there is an escape route, if things do go south.
The escape route is the way you came in.
Oh,
That is essentially the way people are told. If shit goes down, run out that gate. Head
Okay.
down the King's Road as fast as you can,
hmm.
because the undead are coming from the other gate.
Yeah.
Also, you very specifically have been to this village before.
Mhm.
This palisade they have up is new. This was not
Hmm.
here the last time you were here. And that was like
Right.
6 months ago.
Let me look up what a palisade is.
It's a giant wooden wall made of logs.
Oh, that. Yeah. Which, okay.
It's like a makeshift defensible wall.
Yeah.
The Romans used them a
Wait.
lot.
Wait. Having been here before, would I have knowledge about the lay of the entire town? Or
Yeah,
at
you'd
the
have
very
you'd have approximate knowledge of kind of what's
Okay.
in the town.
Okay.
Knowledge of many
Right.
things, filled human boy.
In that case, would I know, given my vigilante shenanigans,
Hmm.
about a possible, pathway towards the castle that I believe I heard before?
That is a well-kept secret that not like
Okay.
you wouldn't even know that. That's like
Okay.
like Lorelai only found out because Lorelai is stubborn and would not leave the well alone.
Got
If
it.
you'd have investigated like before now, Murdoch used to guard that well with a fucking like he has a big guard hound and a crossbow that he carries everywhere. you wouldn't have been able to get near that well like Lorelei did the last time you.
Yeah. Yeah, most likely not. Okay. Hmm. Hey, welcome.
Welcome.
Well, but yeah.
Wow.
In that case, she would go around and try to ease up the stress. Try and calm people down. Like, hey, things are going to hopefully be better, and we are here to hopefully fix the problem. But if you go that direction, and if you go this direction, and she points to a map
Mhm.
that she's holding, if you go here, the Thane is currently talking with the king, as far as I know. Right?
Yeah,
That is right.
the Thane is the king's nephew, so like yeah, that's
If you arrive to this town,
that's
you
Caranamos.
will be safe.
Caranamos, the city of Caranamos.
Sorry, I blanked on the name
That's
for
okay.
a bit.
Drake's
Um,
Fall would probably be the closer of the like human settlements, but like
Yeah.
a lot of the people here are halflings. Like most
Yeah,
of the
but that is
population of this
further
town are
north.
like, no, that's not further north from where you are.
No.
No,
Oh no,
that's
we are
south.
in Honeywood.
Yeah, you're in Honeywood.
We are in Honeywood.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
in
then-
Honeywood. This
yeah,
is you are
hey.
that is south from where you are.
Then yeah, I thought we were in the in between.
No,
Um,
you are south. You are north of the Twilight Shire currently.
But yeah, in that case, if you go south, you will arrive at the Twilight Shire. I believe you will be safe there. But if you keep going south to Caranamos, you will 100% be safe there. It is a much longer journey, but you can stop on either of the two locations in case the worst comes to fruition. However, we are here to prevent that as best we can.
You can roll diplomacy to try and convince these hobbits to leave.
I am not convincing them to leave. I am trying to convince them to, like, hey.
Yeah, but like you know of your
Yeah.
people that most of them, if given the choice,
Yeah.
are not going to run. Hobbits, halflings, by nature.
Yeah.
Halflings by nature are incredibly brave. They don't fear things like and it's really like difficult to dissuade them from a course of action. Most of them, like most of the like adults you're talking to, are like starting to like pick up pitchforks and board their homes and like barricade their doors, and they're like, we understand, we thank you for your concern, but I'm gonna tell you right now, we're not going anywhere. We're not leaving this place. This has been our home. Most of this community has been here for hundreds of years, and we're not going nowhere anytime soon.
In that case, how many of you can dig a hole
Oh,
really fast?
we're halflings, darling. That's kind of what we do.
Okay, in that case, come help me dig a moat at the entrance.
There's already a lake. Like that.
Yeah,
that
that-
already exists.
Listen, it doesn't matter eventually because there's a bridge.
Yeah,
If we dig a hole, and the undead won't be able to come in through the main door without a lot of issues, which we can then take advantage of with crossbows and bows and slings.
while I would agree normally, we already tried that, sugar. They just kind of kept coming.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of other ways.
You know what you could do if you wanted to.
Try
You wanted to be-
45 and more. Hollywood.
If you want to be helpful,
Mhm.
for the siege, potential siege that might be coming,
Mhm.
there is a trebuchet. It's in the old. There's a. It's currently in the stables. Nobody's been able to fix it. If you're any good at crafting, any good at building shit, if you could fix a trebuchet, that might help a lot.
I'm personally not good at it, but I'll see if any of my group is.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it, and thank you for your concern. Really, it's nice to
Oh,
see another one of us around.
I believe I heard there was a blacksmith around.
Yeah, Brom,
Um,
that stubborn old bastard.
Is he supplying any? Is he helping?
No, he refuses. He refuses
Okay, where's
to
his
help.
house?
It's due south from here. You just go right past the stables, and he's the old crotchety-looking red-headed dwarf. You'll know what he
Thank
looks.
you
You'll
very
know him.
much.
So here's a question. Anna, are
Anna's already on
Yep,
the way to
yep.
him.
So you and Catalina, same time, probably getting there. So Anna and Catalina, you kind of see the door to Brahm's house is locked. Like if you kind of go in and try and open it, it feels like it's barred from the other side. And if you like, and there's a sign that says no entry, no help, fuck off.
Okay. I'm gonna try open close, like my cantrip.
Okay.
Like, is whatever is barring the door less than 30 pounds?
No.
Okay, it does not work. Damn.
You could try kicking the door in.
Were we told what his daughter's name is?
No, you were not told what his daughter's name is.
Okay.
Granddaughter was her name.
Because, to be completely honest with you, the night that you got this information from did not know.
Gotcha. That's fine. Okay. Can I see if he's even inside? Like listening for sounds of movement.
If you knock, he might answer.
That was fair enough. I just wanted to make sure somebody was there first.
Yeah.
Then yeah. Anna will give a very not gentle knock on the door.
You hear from from inside, "Fuck off! I already told you fucking people I'm not helping you. You won't help me find my Catalina, and I'm not fucking helping you."
Anna will look at Catalina.
It's a,
Which
So do you think
Catalina
that's
it's
is
a common
that?
Do you
halfling
think-
name. It's a common halfling name.
Okay. Anna will still be like, do you think that's a coincidence?
I
Vinny, is your ping high again?
Oh no, I stopped talking.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just double checking.
Okay, so Anna sees that she doesn't really get a response from Catalina and then just continues. And she'll say, we're not with the militia.
Okay. My answer still stands.
What if we offer to help find her?
If you can get into the fucking castle, but I doubt you can. Leave me alone. Just let an old man drink in peace.
So Anna will raise her voice and say, "So you've given up on her then?"
Fuck you. And you hear the heavy thud of the fucking thing, and a very heavily armored dwarf with a warhammer and a shield comes out of the fucking house. How fucking dare you?
Oh, hey, he came out.
He's very clearly drunk.
Challenge me to WrestleMania.
Anna will look at him. There it is. There's the fighting spirit. Good. You still have it.
I should
I
break
am
your
offering-
kneecaps for what you fucking said.
Maybe so. Maybe I would just heal them regardless. Listen very close, Brom.
He like narrows his eyes at you.
We are offering to help. That's not an offer it sounds like you've been receiving.
No, it hasn't. You think you can get into that castle?
Yes.
Yes. But
Okay.
there would be no point if everyone in this village is slaughtered tonight.
So what do you want me to do about it?
There has to be some give and take. There are regular citizens who are not trained guardsmen who are taking up arms to give everyone here a fighting chance.
Are you still using that shit the militia was wearing?
Yes.
That's
And also the
They are-
trebuchet is broken.
Unacceptable. Say what?
Also, the trebuchet is broken.
I can't fix a trebuchet. I've been trying to do that for years. I don't know. I don't know how it works. It was Murdoch's project. We never had anybody that was good at. We never had anybody that was good at siege warfare. But that bullshit that the militia was wearing is unacceptable. Follow me. And he'll lead you into his shop. And when you walk in, and something that I think, roll me a perception check. Both of you.
Sure.
Roll me perception.
Is there any chance I can take 10 on this?
You can actually, not only can you take 10, but you can get advantage if you want to roll it.
If I take 10, I have a 20. So would
Okay,
I
so
need to
what-
roll higher than that?
No, but what you notice is there's a very, so your sire has a very distinct set of armor. There's an almost identical set to it in a smaller size in this blacksmith shop with a mask that is identical to hers.
Ooh.
And
so Anna-
also masterwork armor everywhere.
Did you... Anna will, like, stand by the set.
Oh, that is a prototype. I had to make it bigger. The person who bought it was very, very tall.
Yes, my sire is quite large.
He'll stop. He'll look at you. And he'll go, "Pardon me?"
She will turn. Helena Kushia from Notera Gumi.
You see him kind of reach up
Daughter.
and turn a pendant on the pauldron of his armor, and it is the holy symbol of your order.
Daughter of the Weeping Crusader.
Of course you fucking are. Well, here's what you're gonna do. Now, I don't mean to presume to give you orders, but here's what you need to do. He'll gesture to a bunch of what look like identical sets of chain mail versus like the chain shirts that the other ones are wearing. You can take these and those masterwork longswords, and you can give them out. And you're gonna take those shields, and he'll point to these heavy fucking looking steel shields, and they've got the crest of like it's almost like a Gorgon's head. You gonna take those shields, hand those out too. I can't do anything to fix their crossbows. Made those myself a while back. Not really good at building them.
That is fine.
But I do have these, and he'll like hand out these like corals. They look freshly made. Like he's obviously been working in here. Like he looks like he had gotten through making something for the militia and then gave up because they said he wouldn't help. But these are silver tipped crossbow bolts.
You are a master of your craft, my friend.
I have to be to work for your mother, your sire. Pardon me. I mean,
Because I think this would be fun.
mhm.
I will leave these with you for a time, and I will grab them again when I need to take up arms. I just think you'd find them interesting. And I will leave Sudor and Lacrima with him.
So he'll look at them and go, oh, when did you get these?
I've had them for a while.
Were these gifts from your sire by chance? I think that's what we had said.
Yes, that's what we decided.
And he will
It
pull
was passed
out.
down to me.
He will pull out an identical pair. These are my craft. These are mine. No, I made these. I made your blades. Your sire comes to me for a lot of work. That suit of armor right there is I don't know how much you enjoy scale mail, but it's that set of scale grants a resistance to necrotic damage, and it is identical to your sire's armor. Should you wish to don it, free of charge.
I will consider that. How long ago did you make Sudor and Lacrima?
Oh, that was a while ago. Oh,
Do you think you could spruce them up a bit?
I mean, I could sharpen them. You know, you see him like start to like mull over some details like to himself, and he goes, "I can maybe coat them with some silver or some bronze, maybe." What do you want done? I could probably have it done by tonight.
This is very circumstantial, but I think having them silvered would be very lovely.
Yeah, I can do that in 2-3 hours. Come back in a couple hours, and he'll hand you a masterwork bastard sword, and he'll go, use this in the meantime in case shit breaks out. But I'll have these to you before battle begins tonight.
Anna will count out. Well, we'll say 300 gold pieces.
Okay.
For services rented.
You know you don't have to pay me, right?
I'm aware. But I'd
Okay.
hate to see good work go unrewarded.
Okay, Your Highness. You there, short one, halfling. What's your name?
Yeah, Catalina.
All right. Okay. Oh, all right. He's like thrown for a loop. What's your weapon of choice?
She conjures 2 bolts of fire and then dissipates them and then pulls at her gloves. I can do that normally, but my gloves are magically enchanted to improve them.
All right. Nothing I can really do to help you then. You might want to go see Sulix. If we're lucky, he'll actually be on the battlefield. I'm not quite the dwarf I used to be, or I'd be there too.
Which, it is our understanding that reaching Sulix is a task unto itself.
Yeah.
Any suggestion?
Well, I did see earlier a flying kobold go up into his window. I don't know if
Oh,
that's
yeah.
any of
That would be
yours.
Lorelai. She has it covered.
Yep.
Yeah.
He did thunder wave her out of the window, and then she floated back up there. Don't know how that happened, but
Don't worry about it. She actually never mind.
I thought I might be just seeing things because I was drunk, but we'll see.
No, you didn't see things.
So, having successfully recruited Brahm, and essentially you'll get the militia will now have chain mail instead of chain shirts, which will bump their AC up to 19, which I will fix all of that later.
Which 19 is amazing.
Yeah.
That's real good, actually, for
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
level.
And they also have Masterwork Longswords, which is a +1 to hit on top of
Yeah.
their bonuses already.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, Anna just fucking like saddles up with them, pulls out her bag of holding, and just starts whipping out armor, shields, weapons.
yeah, they arm up. The knight looked, fucking Nina looks very happy with. Oh, so she's talking about Brahm, and as you're doing the pulling out the equipment, you see this crotchety looking old human come up and go, well, I guess we should get ready for the battle. It's coming soon. And point up to the sky as the sun begins to set. Before that happens, we're gonna pan over to Sol and Ina.
Mhm.
So Ina, you
Yeah.
went with Sol to kind of speak to. He's the farmer Milo and his daughter, and they kind of gave you guys a key to the general store. General store owner is dead, and no one's been in here for a minute. So kind of when you open the door, it is creaky. It's dark in here. Do you guys kind of rummage through the things that are within the general store?
I think waiting for Ina to say it, I can go through the stuff.
Yeah, I'd make sure that if no one has been in the general store in a while, would make sure that the woods isn't rotted through, safe to hold Ina's weight, and then be like, all right, so you can go in. I
Yeah.
guess ideally it would be whatever they find useful
So what I need is
for
perception checks from the both of you.
lucky.
Maybe I'll be good. Oh, you missed it earlier. I did early morning prayer, and then fucking ancient dragon was above us. It's freaky. Freaky shit.
Ooh.
Okay, so 18s on both parts. So Sol, I think you're probably behind the counter, looking around, and you find 3 potions of speed, which give the effects of haste for 1 round, and then 4 potions of cure light wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Uh huh.
Are they all in like a box? Or
Yeah, they're in like
a
this.
thing?
They're on a shelf. Like this is where they would be displayed to be sold.
Mhm.
Ina, what you find are massive barrels of oil, like lantern oil.
Soul's just like excitedly pointing at the potions. How high up are they?
They're on like a low shelf. The person who you kind of judging by how big the building is, the person who lived here was a halfling.
My 5'4" ass can pick shit up.
Yes.
I think, goes to ask for help, and then like sees she can pick up the potions. So has like
Yeah.
one of them in each hand. I can pick it up off the shelf. I don't need to ask for help. And then it's like very excitedly and like a little like carefully, but just like a little recklessly swings around with fucking glass potion.
The other thing that Soul you see, kind of
Mhm.
on the top shelf of this little thing, is a beautifully carved engraved silver warhammer.
I think she almost drops the thing she's holding. But like immediately sets them down. And points at Big Hammer.
I feel like Ina's just carrying one of the barrels of oil on, like,
A
you know,
shoulder, yeah.
yeah, like fireman, and then looks over at you and be like, "What?
Look at
Did
it.
you find something?"
Yeah.
So,
Aha.
Soul, you are a human, yeah?
Yeah.
Humans in my world, something I stole from Matt Colville. You can smell magic.
Okay.
It's like
Interesting.
it's like you know the smell that like industrial cleaner gives off?
Yeah.
That's what magic items smell like to you.
Uh-huh.
This is very clearly a magic item.
She sneezes. I think a little bit. It's like sniffles. Look, that hammer's magic.
Aha. Do you want me to pick it up for you? Is that what you're asking?
She gives you the biggest, saddest puppy yet.
Okay. Her 6'11" tall ass.
Yeah,
think
it's
so.
like the hammer is at chest height for you. Like you're looking
Yeah.
down at this hammer.
Yeah,
So
Mhm.
as you pick up the hammer, you get this intense feeling of like suddenly you feel it's not like overwhelming warmth, but like you know when you put on a warm blanket.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like that feeling of safety. This hammer, is a Masterwork Silver Warhammer that gives you, an aura of protection from evil.
Hold on, typing is happening.
Masterwork silvered hammer.
Yes, Masterwork Silver Warhammer.
Warhammer.
Yep. And it gives, passive protection from evil 10 feet.
Would I would innately know that warhammers are mostly for those who are very strong, like strength
It's
builds.
like yeah,
finished.
it's like you know a lot of people in your line of work, paladins
Yeah.
specifically, carry warhammers. It's like a standard weapon for like most paladins. It's like that, the longsword, the battle axe. These are
Yeah.
like weapons that orders of paladins have carried for decades now.
I feel like as a joke, she's gonna turn towards Soul and be like, "Are you trying to conform me to normal mortal standards?
She just tilts her head like a dog.
You know, paladins. Is my trident not that cool?"
No, it's cool. I saw a cool warhammer, and I wanted to. It's cool. Okay, look at it. It smells like magic.
Yes, it does feel very magical, and it would be very protective, especially in this case. So I think, can your baby arms swing a hammer really well?
I could try.
That is a good question. That is a good question.
Because he just thinking it in the rational way of like, yes, this will protect evil for Ina, and that's great for the tank to have it. But she's looking at her baby charge and going like,
You can roll
This is
knowledge
perfect.
religion if you want to see what the engraving is on the hammer.
There's my
sure,
proficiency- There's my
I
proficiency, by the way.
an approximate good. I have a 7, and if I took 10, it would only be a 12.
Can I try? Hold it down here. I can't see it.
Yeah, if you take 10, you can get it. So the symbol inscribed on this warhammer is, give me 1 second, I gotta go check the names of my immortals very specifically, because it is not a standard god. This is Fleur, the immortal of heroism and adventure. That is the immortal this is dedicated to.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Come on. So you can probably wield this, right?
I posted my
You're
proficiency-
heroic.
I posted my proficiencies in chat. I mean, I guess
Martial-
sure.
Martial. I think would put down a barrel and then hold out and like make sure you're not carrying any of the like glass vials, and then see if you can heave this.
Can I heave this with my 11 strength?
So what class are you again?
War priest.
Yeah, it's almost as if it doesn't weigh anything to you. Ina, you also notice that it barely weighs anything.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Uh,
I zoned out.
when you pick up the hammer, it's like
Yeah.
it doesn't weigh anything. It's like it's light as a
Okay.
feather. But you just attributed that to being you're really fucking strong.
Yes. Yes.
When it seems like same thing for Soul. It's like the hammer doesn't weigh anything.
I'm super strong.
It was yours.
Okay.
You got a coat?
Yeah, it was a coat.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second.
Sorry, my DoorDash.
No, I
Accidentally
totally
spilled my drink.
understand. I totally understand.
I think Soul is swinging it around, not hitting anything.
But like practice swings, yeah. But yeah,
Second.
so Masterwork Warhammer will give you +1 extra to hit. And then Silver will do extra damage against the undead. So it's going to do an extra damage dice specifically against undead.
I mean, do you want this, or are you being stubborn with your other weapon?
I'm thinking logically. Well, actually, maybe we should give it to one of the others. It would, because we're both good at dealing with the undead. I don't know about the others, right?
Uh-huh.
And this kind of gives off like a
Elaborate.
an aura, protection. You know, the things you do to me and the things I do to you. So wouldn't it be beneficial if we give it to the other three?
Yeah, I guess.
And I feel
I
like you can tell that Ina is just being very stubborn. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna accept this.
Soul pokes you in the side with like a freaking gremlin-ass smile about it. I guess if you don't want a super cool magic hammer and you're just gonna turn it down because I offered it to you because I thought it looked neat, but I guess logically we can offer it to somebody else.
Can you do me a favor, Misty?
Yeah.
I know it's very unbecoming to roll a persuasion check against your own player.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Y'all can roll persuasion checks against each other.
Is there
That's
a
fine.
persuasion? I guess it's diplomacy, right?
It's diplomacy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You
I
can roll diplomacy.
Yeah.
Oh baby,
You get it with
activated-
advantage. I know, it's your trump card. It's also my trump card too.
25.
Hot
Yeah,
damn.
like just like actually no, you know what? I think I want it.
No, you said
No,
I should
no,
give it to elves.
So okay. We will totally give it to someone else. Now you give me the hammer, and I will carry one of these barrels of oil with us. We're gonna set things on fire. You get the potions and give them to people you want. And I will totally not keep this.
Hold on.
So what I will say is
Uh-huh.
if Ina goes and informs the militia there are 13 barrels of lantern oil in the
Yeah.
fucking general store, the militia go from being armed to immediately beelining it for the fucking general store.
Yeah.
You see
And
them
Ina will
begin to like
help.
carry it out, set it down by the
Yeah.
gate. They're like, we have to set it on the other side of the gate so that it does not burn down the village.
So Ina's thinking about like if we get the trebuchet working, we can just
Huck it, yeah.
what would an 11-cent motive of like, no, we'll totally give away.
She's gonna keep it
Yeah, she's
because
definitely
you
gonna
told
keep
her.
it.
Because you told her it would be really cool and really amazing on her, but I guess she don't want it. And then she's like, "No, now I want us."
Totally platonic.
I think she starts acting like she's just gonna walk away with it, but then like just hands it over very fake exasperatedly, and then it's like gives you a big dumb smile. I'm gonna go tell people, and runs out of the general store.
Tells people what?
I got it. She's
Okay.
running the big-
I don't trust the I got it, so it's, and then that's the point, I guess, would inform people of like, hey, there's oil's a barrel, or
Barrels of
oil's
oil,
a
yeah.
barrel. Barrels of
Yeah.
oil.
Yeah, it's running over here.
Yeah.
Very excitedly.
So, my question is, would any of you go and speak with Father Banehammer? Or are you all just kind of going back to the militia?
I mean, I'm at least gonna speak to him after speaking to the wizard.
After speaking to
I s-
Sulix? Okay.
I thought we were all gathering together to go over here.
That is up to you. It is, what I will say is that the more you guys do in town, I am keeping track of hours. So you have like 2 before the fucking undead invade. So 2 more scenes, and then the undead invade.
After, I guess I'll head there after. Running around like a fucking maniac and with whoever else is going.
Who all would like to gather at the temple with Father Banehammer and Murdoch, the mayor?
This is
I'll be there.
the sick people.
It's the injured, the infirmed, anybody whose home isn't fortified enough to be boarded up against the undead. They're all gathered in the temple, and Father Banehammer is tending to people. Like, I know you, Bestie, have played Dragon Age Origins.
Yeah.
Redcliffe.
Yeah.
Y'all are in
I've
Redcliffe.
known-
Congratulations.
I've known we were in Redcliffe. I was trying not to say it.
Yeah, no, I had it figured out in the beginning, and I was like, I'm just not gonna say anything.
Yeah, y'all are in Redcliffe. Congratulations.
I like Redcliffe. Good point.
But yeah, you guys kind of
Nothing bad ever happens where I live.
never. But yeah, you guys can gather at the temple, and Father Banehammer will guide you all inside. This is a temple dedicated to. I gotta double check the name again.
Rune?
Farmer.
Yeah, Rune. Rune, the god of farmers. It's the god of the land.
She thinks my tractor's sexy.
Oh goodness. But yeah, so Lorelai, you would also be here. Move Sulix over here by the fucking militia.
I forgot I can move my stuff and stuff.
Yeah. So
Wow.
you guys kind of gather, and Father Banehammer will kind of look at each of you and go, "Welcome, welcome." It's I lost his accent there for a second. Welcome. It's good to see that we have at least some reinforcement. I do not know what the night will hold, but with all the help you folks have given, we might be able to survive this.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do to help you to ensure our victory?
I had an idea.
What is it, little dragon?
How efficient are you at blessing water?
Well, I did bless the entire fountain over there. He'll gesture across town with his own warhammer, and there's a massive fountain by the gate. He's like, that produces holy water. I consecrated the fountain.
Could you, even if temporarily, consecrate that portion of river where the bridge is?
No.
Oh,
Reason being, not that I physically couldn't, but that water runs into the pool of knowledge. And I'm pretty sure you as a kobold know who lives in the pool of knowledge.
I do.
Um,
I could see if I could get her blessing on that, maybe.
It is against the priest's creed to interfere with anything that has to do with Bahamut. Unfortunately,
I'm
it
not
is-
a priest.
Yes, I am aware, but I am. I am not
But what
able
I'm
to
saying
interfere.
what if I get her input on that? See what I can swing.
Do you have a direct line to the mother of all dragons?
And don't gotta say it like it's an important thing or nothing.
It
But
definitely is.
I mean, kinda, yeah.
Then sure, if you can get her okay, then I guess I could.
Let me, I'll give it a go, and she'll step away and see what she can do.
Roll knowledge religion.
Okay.
See if you can
it's
establish a
again,
connection.
The fuck?
Knowledge rolls. So good, these. Let's see. Hey, that's actually not bad at all.
So, Lorelai, it doesn't take much at all. And she goes, "Hello, little one.
Hi.
How have you been? I've missed your voice."
Very good. Doing good things, I think. I hope. Do you know the town of Honeywood?
I do. My river runs through that town.
Yeah, we're currently there, actually, talking about your river.
I see.
There's an undead incursion, and I wanted to see if we could bless this portion
You
of
hear her
river.
growl very loudly. There
I
are
take it plus
undead
yes?
walking through my river.
Across it. I was hoping to push them into it when they go across the bridge.
I see.
What do you think?
What I will let you do is when it is time for the battle, whenever these undead assail you, my dear little agent, say my name, and I will bless the river.
All I gotta do is say my name. Got it. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you for letting me know what was going on. I've already had
course.
one incursion today. I don't feel like dealing
Oh.
with another.
I did hear about that. I saw them flying overhead.
It was a wonderful snack.
Yeah. I saw it was White Dragon going to visit you. I knew it was going to be a poor choice.
It, in fact, very much was. I have to go now,
Yeah.
Lorelai. But you say
Okay.
my name when it is time, and I will help you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, little one. And the connection cuts.
Cool. She's gonna like back over to the party, give an enthusiastic thumbs up, like we got the all clear. The river will be blessed when the time comes.
Do I need to start preparing my
You don't even
consecrations?
need to do it. Don't even sweat it. You're all set.
Okay. Who the fuck is your little kobold friend? He'll say that to the rest of the party.
The question is, how many of you actually know Lorelai's name?
Yeah, and
See? We're friends. We're
Yeah.
besties.
I know you are. I know you are, but I think there were some that did not do introductions, so some do not.
Anna will look at the good father and say, "Your guess is as good as mine."
I feel like Anna is the only one that doesn't know, unless I also don't know.
I don't. So none of you know how or why Lorelai has the ability to just contact Bahamut.
Yeah, nobody knows why she has Bahamut on speed dial, and it's really
This
weird.
NBT or nothing.
I mean-
NBT.
I have a vague understanding that Lorelai is very powerful, and I don't touch that.
Thank you.
Because I used to
It's-
scruff this child and go like, "Why are you hanging with my charge, and then it was like immediate hostile energy, and I was like, ah, okay.
Yeah,
can
something
hang
really
out with
does
Cole.
not like. Yeah, something really does not like it when you are mean to Lorelai. It's
Yeah,
the same thing if
so
like if someone were to
Ina's
be
mind-
mean to you, they would get
Yeah,
Archfey fucking with their entire lives.
and I think that's like a thing where it's like Ina sympathizes with Lorelai because it's just like someone going like, "What the fuck is she on about?" Or like, "Do you understand what's going on?" And Ina's like, "No, this is normal, right?" I
Yeah,
also have two very powerful people
yeah.
on speed dial.
If anything, if you like said Oberyn's name, you could technically have an army of Fae in this town in like a matter of hours.
Yeah, I don't think Ina's that.
I think
Pressed.
Ina's probably confident enough that she could just deal with the fucking
She could do it.
yeah.
And also, this is mortal matters. Like, why are we getting the Fae involved with this?
Yeah,
right now?
exactly. So I will say, as this scene passes, night falls.
I have only one thing I would want to do if given the opportunity.
Okay.
I would like to make a trap that just pushes people on the bridge.
Okay. So
If
you
that's
can
cool.
just make a Sulix will give you a scroll of Thunderwave,
Oh,
and you can
sick.
make a trap out of it. I will give each of you one other thing to do in preparation of the coming battle. So that's Lorelai's. Ina, what are you doing?
How would fixing a trebuchet work?
Roll craft.
I have a +2 in craft.
I have a +4.
Yep.
I
You
could
can you can
roll.
assist and either give one of the two of you advantage.
I mean,
I feel like Ina's assisting, and by lifting Catalina up to see it very hard to reach places. Like, here you go.
Yep.
And
So
it has craft, but specifically for magic items.
Yeah,
So
so-
probably not.
so Catalina, roll at advantage. So twice in the higher number.
okay. Okay. That was a natural 2.
Uh-huh. So one more. There you
Oh.
fucking go. Yeah, you can get the trebuchet working. And there are balls of pitch. I don't know if you know what pitch is, but it catches on fire real easy.
Yeah.
That you can use in the trebuchet that are already made and ready for this. It seems that Murdoch was planning on setting something on fire. You don't quite know what, but trebuchets are typically used for fighting either giant monsters or sieging castles. What the fuck was
I like
Murdoch
your
up to?
I like your fiery
Oh.
style, Murdoch.
Catalina is going to look at the dwarf. Hey, I think Murdoch was getting ready to siege the castle.
The dwarf is back at the fucking at the temple. You are in you're in the stables fixing the trebuchet.
Yeah, here.
Um.
On her way there, like, if they passed through the church, she'd be like,
Yeah. No. It would be get that to the fucking gate. The undead are
Yeah.
on their way. The
I feel
church.
like Ina's already pushing it.
Yeah.
towards the gate.
The church is the opposite direction of the gate.
mm,
Catalina's scurrying
Yeah.
off, and then Ina's just like, okay, I helped you, and you're running away? Fine. Push.
So when you say that, Murdoch, the scruffy old man that was watching Lorelai at the fucking through the window, will go, "No, I wasn't. I was hunting a fucking dragon."
oh, there you go. I think it's dead.
Yeah, I'm aware. I heard the fucking roar. Damn it, I couldn't fix the fucking trebuchet. You motherfuckers can't. He's very, very salty.
It's up.
Anna, what are you doing to prepare your final preparations for the battle?
Okay. I have a really fun one actually. I'm making one by one each of the members of the civilian militia spar with me,
Okay.
and then giving them tips on like on like their center of balance, on their stances, and just basically being like,
Oh, so you're training them.
yeah, basically is I'm like, show me how you fight, and then I will give you tips and I will help you adjust your fighting style to be more practical.
All right.
And these are civilians.
Yeah, they
so-
are
and it's like,
civilians, and
oh,
it's you and Cernina are both helping train these civilians. And also, you see the older gentleman who Soul was talking to, also helping to train them, because though he can't fight on the front lines anymore, he's like from what you've seen, because you've been around warriors your entire life, your whole cult are warriors. This man
Yep.
is one of the finest swordsmen you've ever seen.
perfect.
And finally, Soul, what are you doing
Hi.
for your final preparations before the battle?
Making sure everybody is good medically, as good as they can be before shit hits the fan.
Okay, yeah, everybody is fully healed. Everybody.
Just like,
Mhm.
just like triaging people in case anyone's like.
Oh, so you're helping in the church?
I think so. Yeah. I think,
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you are one of the priestess, a younger half elven woman, kind of come up and like palm something into your hand and go, thank you for your help, and kind of go back to
Okay.
helping people. You were given a greater wounds potion.
Fuck yeah! Add that shit to my list. I don't say nothing.
Okay, so night falls.
Yeah, of course it does.
A horn blares in the distance as the undead begin pouring in from the bridge. I
Beautiful
will
night for curse.
move them. Yeah, I will move them back because of Lorelai's trap. What is the trap trigger, Lorelai?
Trap trigger is more than, let's say, 4 within range of the thing at a time.
Okay, so they came in essentially like this, kind of stacked up against one another. You may
Oh,
place
perfect.
yourselves wherever you would like on the battlefield as the undead come in. But yeah, they're kind of marching towards you guys from the bridge. You guys, so here's the thing. The way mass combat is going to work for this particular thing, let me just reveal, let me put Sulix and Father Banehammer on the field so you guys can access them and place them where you would like them to be. The militia will have their own initiative. Each of you can control one militia member. And then, and also Banehammer and Sulix. I will be controlling this fucking army of undead up here, so it's a little hard for me to control everything. So,
Understandable.
each of the militia have names. You can pick your militia members. It's one of those tag yourselves.
I will take Edina.
Okay.
I'm also letting you know I'm probably gonna dip at like 12:30 since it is almost midnight for me.
That's okay.
And I have work in the morning.
That is perfectly understandable. Hopefully this combat will not take that long, because you guys have prepared very, very well.
Take Cassius.
I have
Cassius.
color coordinated Edina to my mini. So
Fantastic.
Where's Cassius? Which one of you bitches is it?
Cassius is this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we can't actually see the nameplates on these. We have to like close them. We have to like open up into the details. Is there a section in
Oh no, that's
the
Edgin,
details of these
actually.
NPCs that lets you check box that says seen, or like seen by players or something like that?
It should yeah. There should be ones that you guys should be able to see all of it, like see
What
and
am-
edit.
We'd have to click in and see the name by like hitting the cogwheel. We can't actually like edit past the bars / radius of like a aura. I guess unless you mean like the character sheet itself.
Yeah, you
which
can
is
you can
not-
edit the
not what I
character
was
sheet.
talking about.
I
Yeah, the character sheet's super not what I was talking about.
okay, then I don't know.
I
what you're
can
talking
edit the aura.
Yeah.
Talking about making it so you can see the nameplate.
Oh, yeah. Give
Oh,
me
yeah,
one
that-
second.
that's
I
the
can,
DM.
I
Yeah.
can do that. I can, in fact, do that. Give me 1 second.
No worries, no hurries.
Nameplate. I will go ahead and make that visible for everybody.
Thank you.
No problem.
I think I'll take Driana.
Okay.
Real quick, should her equipment? Oh, should we fix their equipment?
I have the you can put the masterwork longsword in. That just gives them an extra +1 to attack. I already know. I will do the math in my head for the 19 AC, unless y'all want to plug that in. That's fine. I'm not gonna make you guys edit that on the fly. I did not have. I did not want to like stop mid session to do that, because you guys were
almost done.
yeah. But yeah, everybody roll initiative, please.
Okay.
19 AC, and what's their new bonus to hit with the Masterwork
So
Longswords?
it would be +1 from what it is now.
Gotcha.
It'd be 1 more from what it is now.
I
So
see.
your militia member will go on your initiative.
Okay.
For Ina, the bears go on your initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair time.
Has anyone claimed Sulix the Hermit?
No one has claimed Sulix
Yes.
the Hermit.
I'm taking him.
I'll take Cernina of the Bastion.
Okay. I will go ahead and open a couple of character sheets just so I can get this going.
Alright, I'm color coding everything to pink. For me, someone already claimed pink.
Someone already.
I will be
until-
green.
Let me. Okay.
Don't you dare pick green. Stupid.
I was going to pick green after picking pink.
Never. I change.
Uh,
Even
know,
though
one
I
of
had the
these have
cool
an
dot
actual-
first.
yeah, I knew this one had an actual friggin' initiative.
You know, please roll initiative. You're so strong. Yeah.
Ooh. Holy fuck! The undead rolled a 24.
Yep, they did.
They get to attack first. Yay.
They do, in fact, get to attack first. I gotta organize you guys in order of your initiatives.
Bell, really quickly.
Uh-huh.
Are we using the trebuchet?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
But that will be after the undeads go.
Okay. I'm
Um,
mostly asking to know where
the
trebuchet is.
trebuchet can be kind of placed here-ish. I don't have a
Okay.
thing for it. So what we're gonna use to represent the trebuchet is the
The
cart.
cart?
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the cart. There you go.
Okay,
You got your trebuchet.
My
Um,
bad. You said that the militia go on my turn, so forget that last one.
That's okay. So what I'm gonna do is, because the cart has a character sheet. Because I decided to give the cart a character sheet.
Can the cart rage?
No, the cart cannot rage. It does have 48 HP. If the cart's HP is depleted, you can no longer use the cart. Also, Lorelei, I need you to roll me Thunderwave damage, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah,
think
tell
that's-
me what
I
the.
think it's 2d8.
Do you want me to check it?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Because as the battle begins, the undead are marching in straight into your trap on the bridge.
So, good news. Thunderwave doesn't exist in the Pathfinder. It's probably like Thunderclap or some shit.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go ahead
Yeah,
and make it a spell in Pathfinder, and it is a reflex save with your spell save DC, and it does 2d8 damage.
Okay, I'll just roll 2d8. Am I adding charisma or nothing?
Nope.
11's not bad.
All right. And
I'm checking my DC or
I'm
something.
gonna. What I am going to do is I am going to go ahead and roll a group reflex save for the undead, which most of them fail. There's the ones
What
that actually hit.
level DC should this be? What level spell?
Whatever your DC is. It's Thunderwave.
Okay.
I believe is one level 1 spell.
Okay, then it's 60 because it
Still-
is
still have to
dependent
pay.
on spell.
I mean, they rolled a 6, so like,
I want to eat it.
so these few in the front fall into the river before they can like get to you. So you are able to eliminate 6 of them, because I assume you call upon Bahamut as that happens.
I do indeed.
As you call upon Bahamut, when the trap goes off, you see almost like a snake running up the river. It's like holy flame flows through the water and turns the undead in it to dust.
Yeah, Lorelei's gonna wave happily at the river, presumably seeing the
Yeah,
direction it's going.
yeah.
and
It's
such.
it goes up, turns around in the small reservoir, and then comes back down through the river.
Can I just see what the reaction of Chaplain Banehammer is as this
Chaplain Banehammer is fucking terrified. He's like, oh my god, that is Bahamut's will made manifest. Who the fuck are you people?
Contemplating why you were telling off this kobold for investigating your
Yup.
fucking well.
That
now.
immediately he's like, oh god, what have I done?
Have I accidentally insulted the champion of Bahamut?
Yeah, that's his exact. Those are his exact thoughts.
Well,
Ruh-roh.
Yes.
am I actually just Batman, as in a quote-unquote normal individual surrounded by supernatural shenanigans?
Mayhaps. So the undead are going to make their way into the city. Question, Ina, where would you like to have placed the barrels?
In Lorelei set ablaze fashion, I guess.
Ooh. So within reach of a nice burning hands, maybe?
Yep. Because just seeing how Lorelei does like to do a little arson as a treat.
Okay.
I do.
Lorelei, you're good at making traps. Would you have set up
I
a
am.
tripwire for the barrels?
Sure. Would you like me
Okay.
to roll anything for that?
Burning hands.
Sure. I think I have that right here.
DC
That
16,
is
reflexes,
caster
reflex for
level,
half.
so 4d4.
That's an 18, so they're gonna take half damage.
And I'm adding extra damage. 1 and 1/2. Is that
Just
I
round
assume
up
that's
to
just-
2.
okay? I feel like it's based on some kind of math. I just am not smart enough to remember it. 11 fire damage.
So it would be half that because they succeeded.
5.
Yeah, so each of them take 5 damage as they come in.
And is this in addition to some kind of explosive?
No, it's just barrels of oil. They just catch on fire. They don't explode. That would be the pitch that's in the trebuchet.
Excellent.
And yeah, so yeah, the undead begin making their way into the city.
In the city. The
They
city, honey, something.
Honeywood.
Honeywood.
This one in the back, however, is unfazed. Okay, so
Whoa, who are
the
you?
the skeletons are going to go first because they are the ones that they're we're gonna go ahead and open that up to a secondary character sheet. All of
Do
them
they take burning damage?
the ones that have a lowered health bars took burning damage, and that's it.
No, I'm saying like for being on fire.
Not yet. Not until like the end of their turn.
Okay.
They'll take a single point of damage for being on fire until their clothes burn off. They're skeletons.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're all going to essentially roll with their broken scimitars to try and attack Ina and Lorelei, because they're the ones up front. That's one.
Yeah.
One against Lorelei, two against Lorelei, three against Lorelei. I'm assuming all
Yeah,
three
all
of
of
those
those
miss. And then we're gonna
Indeed.
go 1, 2, 3 against Ina.
They all miss.
Okay. And then the rest of them are going to try and climb over the wall as their actions. So these kind of make it just inside.
Mhm.
When as you know their turn expires. This guy kind of leaping over the rest of them. And that is their turn. This guy was kind of being carried on like a big chariot looking thing. So
Like a palanquin.
yeah, like a palanquin. That he was being carried on one of those.
Palanquin?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And now it is Catalina's turn.
Okay. Now, I was going to previously ask if there was any wooden structures near 5 feet of any of the skeletons, but now I know the
Yeah,
answer
the
is
wall.
yes.
The wall. Yeah.
Yeah, the answer is yes. So I don't want to do trebuchet in case there's more undead.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to do the flaming
The pitch.
shots. Yeah,
What if you hit the
yeah.
castle?
That's far from here.
It's a trebuchet. What's the range on it?
Yeah.
It's a
800
standard
eight-
trebuchet, right?
Yeah.
Then that would be 300 feet.
Yeah. 300 feet. You can hit the
Oh.
castle from here.
Yeah, it's 300 feet increments every extra 300 feet. It's a cumulative -2.
Yeah, you could hit the castle from here.
Reminder, we do have to get someone out of that thing, so I wouldn't recommend that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The castle. You probably shouldn't break the
Yeah,
castle.
don't listen to me. don't do it. Don't
But
do
yeah.
that thing there.
Catalina, it is your turn, and as well as Driana's turn.
okay. In that case, I am going. Okay, let's start with me first.
Okay.
I'm going to. Yeah, I am going to start by Mystic Bolting this one,
Okay.
and maybe this one if it doesn't die from the first 2 weapon fighting attack.
Okay.
No modifiers. Was 17 and 19 hit?
Yeah, 17 and a 19 hit. The 17 would hit this one, killing it.
Okay.
And then the 19 will hit this one, dealing 2 electric damage to the undead.
Okay. I am going to continue attacking that one with Mystic Bolts.
Okay.
4 and 2 damage.
Yeah. Okay. So -6 damage. It is still standing.
Okay, and if it dies before my last hit, I am going to start aiming for this one.
Okay.
It is within 30. Okay, so 2 weapon fighting, submit. So 2
Uh,
damage and
the
the 13.
the 18 will hit. The 13 will not.
Okay.
But it does die. But you do not hit this one.
Wait. Does a 13 hit touch AC?
Yes, it will hit touch AC.
Okay,
So
in that
takes
case I
three
will
3 points of damage.
Yeah, in that case I will make it my piercing bolt.
Uh-huh.
And that is my turn. Now time for Driana.
Uh-huh.
Let me switch over to her character sheet.
She only has, I will say, I
Uh,
forgot to put it on the sheet, but she does only have 10 crossbow bolts.
That is perfectly. What is a flaming quarrel?
Flaming Quarrel is a crossbow bolt that is on fire.
Okay, let me change that to 1 ammunition, or is it at 0
Uh,
on purpose?
It's meant to be 1.
Okay.
You can do that 1 time per day is what is the thing.
Because
Because they have one, they only have 1 like flint and steel thing they can use to set the air on fire.
Okay. In that case, I am going to have her attack this thing. What range? 30. Are you within 30? You're within 40. Okay, I am gonna have her move first.
Okay.
And now she is going to attack with her crossbow.
That's a natural
That-
20.
And okay, do I reroll damage or do I keep it like that?
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna add, so that'll be, she does 5
5.
points of damage, which immediately kills it.
Yeah.
Shoots it just dead straight in the face.
Okay. That's 1 bolt. Second is going to go against that one.
Okay.
14.
Okay. Yeah, 14 will hit. And it takes 1 point of piercing damage.
She is rolling awful for damage,
You are correct.
but great for attacks.
Yep.
And last action.
I mean,
going
she
to
is just a
be-
civilian.
I mean, yeah. Which makes a lot of sense. She's going to fire her last bolt against the same skeleton.
All right. Yeah. No,
Hey!
that'll do it. 16 hits, and they take 4 points of damage.
Oh wait, do they need to reload manually? As in take an action / half action.
No. I'll go ahead and say no. I'll give them a quick
Okay.
reload feat. Each of them can just kind of quick reload.
Okay, perfect.
But yeah, so they are dead. That skeleton is dead as shit. Next up
Yay!
is Chaplain Banehammer, who's going to move here and cast Bless, which will give, I do believe, everyone +1 on their, or I think it might be, I think it's everybody. 1 second, let me just click the spell. Each ally gains +1 morale bonus on attack rolls and saving throws against fear effects. Yeah, everybody in a 50-foot radius, so I think that's everybody, gets a +1 to attack rolls. And then he's going to cast, he's going to give, Driana and Cassius both abundant ammunition, and that's his turn. So they now have infinite ammunition for their crossbows. So that's his turn. Anna, it's your turn.
All right. Free action, go into a blood rage.
Okay.
Swift action, ancestral strikes. For 1 round, my melee attacks do an additional 1d6 good aligned damage.
Yep. Also, your weapons are now silvered, so they will do 1 extra damage dice against the undead.
Okay, perfect. Wonderful. And I'm gonna run over to the big guy.
Okay.
Big armored motherfucker.
Yep.
And I'm going to
Go ahead and
take
open his character
my
sheet real quick so I can-
round of attacks.
Alrighty.
So first attack with Sudor. I roll. Not. Come on.
That one. Nope. You bounce
Come
off.
on.
He is wearing decidedly like much nicer armor than the rest of the undead. Like the rest of the undead are wearing like scrapped leather. His is like well forged black plate armor.
That's fine. I'm gonna attack again.
That misses.
14.
That
No. And you have a plus 11. I have one more attack, right?
Yep.
I've used.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Love this. Love to see it. Love to
What?
see it.
What?
Roll 20.
It is
you,
now.
roll
It is now
24.
your militia member's turn.
Wasted all your good shit fucking training in Maryland.
Yeah. So it is now. Yeah. There we go. Here, I will send this to the back so you can see them.
Okay, she's gonna attack that skeleton.
Okay, Adina kind of comes in to back you up.
Okay, if Adina rolls better than me,
I'm gonna laugh my ass off if Adina rolls better than you.
21.
That exactly hits.
No.
He takes 2 slashing damage.
And that's my turn. That's my turn.
She gets 3 attacks.
Oh, she does.
Yeah,
Okay.
Adina gets 3 attacks.
Okay.
That misses.
18 misses. Or
21
I was
is the
attacking
AC.
skeleton.
Oh, that skeleton?
the-
Oh, okay. If it's that
Okay.
skeleton, that hits. That definitely hits.
Okay.
I thought you were targeting the
Okay.
big guy. But yeah.
No, she's going after the skeleton. So it's a total of 7 damage.
All right. Minus 7. Yeah. Also, you will be flanking the next time you attack. So
I should have
you
done
get-
that first.
you get a +5 next round. Next time you're out.
Okay.
And that is your turn. Ina,
Yay.
it is now your turn, Ina.
Okay. Like minds who think a lot, it's the bigger threat has to be defeated first before we go towards like the little minions.
Yep.
Albeit there is a commoner now in the middle of a bunch of skeletons.
Yeah, this commoner is just sitting there like, oh no, I got this. I can definitely handle this.
She's a halfling. She's hella brave and she's wearing super
Uh-huh.
good armor.
Yep.
Yeah. There's skepticism.
She's definitely
Um,
dressed like a man-at-arms, but she's not.
Yes. You only had like 45. You had like an hour worth of training. But we'll figure it out. Um,
Better than most.
So for the Silvered Masterwork
Uh-huh.
Warhammer,
Yes.
is it a +1 to damage? Plus
So
one to
it is
hit?
it is +1 to hit.
Okay.
Masterwork gives you an extra +1 to hit.
Okay.
The silver will give you an extra damage dice.
Okay, so this
on
will be
top-
2d8.
Yes,
for
2d8.
the undead. Okay.
Against undead.
And then the protection. Is it like the protection from evil spell?
Yeah, it is the protection from evil spell, just in a 10-foot aura. Anyone who is
Okay.
around you within 10 feet gets the benefits of that spell.
Okay, so what? Everyone gets. I was looking at the spell just to make sure. I think everyone gets like a +2 to not reflex.
AC.
It's okay. AC, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So it is going to be her 5-foot step
Okay.
here. So she does. Well, that skeleton's dead now.
Yep.
There's no way to flank, so I think she is going to grab the warhammer.
If you're talking
test it
about
in her-
this guy, you are flanking. I will give
Oh, I
you
am?
that. I will give you that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
Right,
you have two separate people that are a threat to this to this
Oh, right, that's how
monster.
flanking. Okay.
Yeah, that's how flanking works in
Gotcha,
this. You don't
gotcha.
have to be adjacent. You just have to have someone else within 5 feet of this this
Like
creature.
pack tactics.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. Um. So yeah, Ina will test the hammer out in her hand, and we'll just look at this guy, and then swift action will use Smite Evil.
Okay.
I assume they're evil.
Yep.
To do this. Okay.
Yeah,
33
33
hit?
hits. 33
Jesus
hits.
I forgot
Um,
she has a 23 in strength right now.
Yep.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
What's that feel like?
So that's 25 damage immediately. Just bam! Across the face of this fucking undead.
you guys said I could have the cool belt.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's
okay.
working.
The belt of ogre strength.
Yeah. Okay, so this will just make it like even with a +5, 33 would be like what, 38?
Yep.
So second attack, 36. Subtract, yeah.
Yep. So that's
I don't think he gets the smite evil on
no,
the second one. I think
no,
it's just
but,
the first one.
But he's still
15.
he's barely standing. He is very much like also, by the way, Smite Evil
Yeah.
is a free action, not a swift action.
Oh, okay. So you're telling me I should hit him one more time?
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you have
Okay.
another attack.
Okay, I will edit that in my character sheet to say it's a free action.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like rage or stuff like that.
Okay.
It's a free action.
Gotcha. One day, he doesn't taste fun. He's not gonna taste good, so I can't bite him. But this bite attack makes me go like, God, I want to hit it. I want to click it. I'm not. He's. This is bone.
This
That's
guy
just
this
bone.
guy's actually mostly flesh. So his
Yeah.
minions skellies. He is like a zombie. Yeah, that'll do it. He's dead as shit.
Hey, fun fact that we know definitely because of our killer just not being weird. Bones are porous enough that if you lick them, your tongue will stick to them, like
So
ice stalactites.
So you
I know that
guys
from
solved my
experience.
combat puzzle.
Oh,
And killed the necromancer that was animating the undead.
Woohoo!
Yay!
And
I
uh-huh.
was gonna do my channel energy and do a big bomb of fuck you.
Don't worry, you'll get a chance next session. You will get a
I still
chance
gotta
next
go
session.
into the castle.
Yeah, you
Okay,
guys
I'm
do
gonna
still have
drop. I'm gonna drop blood rage.
yeah. So you guys, calm. As Ina raises her warhammer and just crashes down on this fucking thing's head. You guys see the undead drop. And everybody kind of looks around and is like, what happened?
Who did it?
Necromancer's dead.
Who did it?
I attacked the biggest threat on the field at the moment.
We have pulled the linchpin.
And Sulix just kind of looks up and goes, "Oh, well, it seems I wasn't needed. Came out of my tower for nothing."
At least you made some friends.
That is true. Thank you, Tiny Dragon.
It's good to meet you.
But yeah, so you guys have saved the town, at least for now. And we're gonna go back over to the town screen.
Yay!
So next session, because this is where we will end session.
Mhm.
Next session, it's time to infiltrate the castle. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you everybody for in chat for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and remember to come back next time for more performance check. Bye everybody.
Come on back now, you hear?
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye bye. Fuck you, Dave.